Yeah, just started. You don't see it?
Doing
All
all right?
right, all right.
Good. Good to see you, man.
So we live now.
We on live?
We online. We live. We
We
live.
live? Okay.
Oh, we live. You can hear? No, now it turns it on. You hear me now?
Are we picking it up? Are you live over there?
Uh, the chat. Let us know how the mic the sound in the chat.
Let us know how we sound. Chat room. I'm live here with all kind of vendors. Yeah. Instagram. No, it's YouTube and
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook. Yeah.
There you go.
We're
Yeah.
live on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. Folks coming in. Folks coming in. Good.
Just started. I guess you can sit here.
Good. Perfect timing. All right, good.
I think I need another mic, I guess.
Huh?
We need another mic.
Got you covered, brother. Got you covered.
Where did you park? Oh, okay.
All right. Kind of wait for some people to get in. We got some more people in.
Yes, people coming in. Let me look at the chat again. I think the chat said that the sounds are good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, everybody
Good.
that's coming in, hit the like, hit the hearts. You know how the algorithm works.
Appreciate it.
All right, so you hear us both.
Appreciate it.
You want to get a sound check, or you want me to just hold it? Just say what up. Just say what up.
Quick sound check here.
What up?
People getting on.
What up,
Good.
JC? I see you in the chat.
Good.
Yeah, everything's good.
Shout out
Look
everybody
at
in
me.
the
I'm
chat.
looking like you, Calvin.
Good. Welcome everybody that's online for our live podcast. What? Turn it up. Where? Can't hear who? Check.
All right, while we're doing that, let's shout out to all the vendors that's here. As you guys can see on the screens right now, we have the Hat Man, ATL. Hat Man, where you at? He over there. He got fine quality headwear. You get a hat, get a head. I like that. If you want to reach the Hat Man, the phone number is 404-642-0518. The Cactus Beauty Bar with Carla and Broadway. Saying it right? I'm sorry if I butchered it. The IG and the Facebook is Cactus Beauty Bar. We got Stacy Smoke, the collection, the original. And IG is Smoke the Collection, IG and Facebook. And last but not least, we got Peaches, Tatted Smoke. IG and Facebook, Tatted Smoke 1. So if you guys are in the area, come and support these fine businesses. And, support people that look like you. That's what we're about. Oh, and last but not least, I'm sorry, we got Lavish Cigars. Lavish Cigars. Lascivious. I went to public school. Lascivious Cigars. You can find it at Facebook.
New York Public Schools.
Excuse me, public school teacher.
I'm sorry.
New York Public Schools. New York.
I went to New York public schools. I'm sorry.
Public schools.
Yeah.
Schools, they don't even have names of their schools. It's like PS 12, 200, PS 13.
So how you say it again? Lascivious Cigars.
Lascivious
Find
Cigars.
it on Facebook at Lascivious Cigars. Instagram, the same thing. And PayPal, the same thing as well. Website, lasciviouscigars.com. And you can contact Cassie or Casey?
Just Cat.
Cassie Thomas at Lascivious. And you can buy it here at El Jefe. I'm right here. Someone asked me where I'm at. There I go. See, I'm right here.
Good. Awesome.
All right, so you want to get this conversation started, Damon?
We can get it started out. I wanted to wait. I see some more people pulling up,
Okay.
trying to come in. Shout out people that are in the chat that are logging in. If you see some names, let's hear some names. People that are in, messages that are in. Apparently I'm not. Is that better?
No,
Okay, let me know.
No, you good.
Because I can't hear me. All right. People in the chat coming in. So first I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. It was people trying to park, people trying to get in. I see people out here, so I'm expecting people to show in. Look, they come to the door right now. See, look at this. This event is Shop, Smoke, Socialize. We added a piece to it, which is a podcast because we wanted to deal with the situation that we have going on in our community. In other words, want to have this conversation about the state of relationships. We brought a few people in. We're going to interview some of our vendors. We're going to interview some of our guests. We're going to get opinions from all over. I see some more people coming through the door. This is great. LeBron, let me know who you got over there with you. You got 2 or 3 podcasters that I know of.
Yes.
Let's know what voices we're gonna hear.
On the sofa, so we can introduce ourselves. You got the mic right there.
Good.
Okay. So, you gotta come a little closer, Kofa, so we can see you in the camera. Hold on. Here we go. Don't worry, we make adjustments. All right, Kofi, you go first.
Peace. Kofa, Growth Talk Podcast. Wake your glass up. Y'all already know what it is. Peace to the chat. Peace to LeBron. Peace to Damon. Peace to El Jefe.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Asha Cerise. I am the host of Cool Weirdos podcast, and I'm also a part of the Table Talk Thursdays podcast.
So you got 2 podcasts under your belt.
Yeah.
All right, so and myself, my name is LeRon, Broken Traditions, IG, YouTube, Facebook, and fan base. So let's go. Now, Damon, introduce yourself. Hold on.
Hey, I'm Damon Phillips. I am the host of a podcast called The Things About Us. The Thing About Us, it is real people having real conversations about real relationships, and not just romantic ones, all relationships. So that's on Facebook and IG. It's The Thing About Us. And today we just want to jump into a conversation with our friends and family in the room here. But I want to start off with something light. I think everybody can relate to this. So I just have a question for people in the room. What is the absolute best pickup line you've ever heard? And give me a pickup line that worked. Either you said it or you heard it. What's the
first.
best pickup
go
line you ever
first.
heard?
The best one I use is, "Are you from Memphis? Because you the only 10 I see."
Boom, boom, ba-dum. But it worked though, right?
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Okay. He is not single, man.
I'm not single.
He's not. He's not single at
Yeah,
all.
I used it, and I got my girl off of that.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I used it.
All right, anybody else? Best-
Yeah, I'll share. It
best
wasn't
line.
necessarily a pickup line, but it was a situation I was at. I don't know if any of y'all remember Taboo 2. So I was
Oh,
at
yeah,
that club
Taboo.
one night, and I was by myself, and I had took some pictures with the photographer, so I had the picture in my hand. And a lot of guys had approached me that night, and I just wasn't interested. But one guy came up to me, and he was like, "Can I see your picture?" And when I showed him the picture, he was like, "That's ugly." And we both just started laughing, and it was funny to me
Wow.
because it was just like he was like, "No, I'm gonna pay for you to get another picture. This ain't it." And that sparked the conversation. We laughed,
Wow.
we went and got drinks, and we dated for a while after that.
Oh, so that
Wow.
worked.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before. That's ugly. Anybody else got one for me? Let me grab a microphone. Where's my other microphone? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Anybody else? Let me grab this. I'm coming to you. I know you got a couple of them over here. Come over here. I know you got some. All right, ma'am. Tell me your name. Tell me a little bit about you, and then tell me your pickup line.
My name's Peaches. I am the owner of Tatted Smoke. And let's see, my pickup line. Well, my
The
used
best
to
one.
be pickup
The
line.
best one you heard, or you either used it, or
It was what I used.
oh, it's what you used. Oh,
Uh-huh.
you used to pick them up. Okay.
Hey, baby, what you smoking? Like real simple. Real simple.
I don't know about that one. 'Cause what if he's like, crack? What's up?
No, because if I'm coming up to you, you have a cigar in your
Oh,
hand.
okay, cool.
I'm not on
cool.
the corner. Damn.
Okay, cool. So, hey, baby, what you smoking? All right, that's a good one. That's a good
It
one.
worked. It worked. He right there.
It did. Oh, yeah, it did work. Anybody else over here? Good pickup line. Best one you ever heard. Best one you ever used. It worked. Best pickup line. Going. No pickup lines. Okay. What you got?
I don't do
I
pickup
said,
lines. I know how to speak. My mama raised me right. A good morning, a hello, that automatically triggers something because most people raised with manners. Most people raised by their grandmamas. So, good morning. How you doing? You okay? Conversation starts from there,
Okay. So just introduce yourself. Say good morning
and a smile,
and a smile.
or holding the door open.
Okay.
Little things like that.
Okay. We're gonna get into that conversation a little later about holding the doors open and that kind of thing. What you got?
Yes, I tapped her on the shoulder. I said, Well, I'm sorry. I thought you was Vivica Fox. She said. She said
I'm
no.
sorry, I thought you was Vivica Fox.
She said no. I'm not Vivica Fox, but I said, but how you
Well,
doing? She said I'm doing all right. She said, but I gotta make a phone call. I'll be right back. And I
Okay.
didn't see her.
Okay. Okay. I like that one. I
So it
like that
didn't-
one.
it didn't work.
I'll let you get set up. Okay. Okay.
So what are some of the worst ones you heard besides the Memphis one, or what you smoking on?
You got some over here? Okay, I got you.
Some of the worst ones for me as a tall woman is I'll love to climb that tree.
Oh God.
Maybe everybody done said that. Next.
Oh God. I love to climb that tree. Okay. You got one for me?
Mine was a good one. Guy walked by me and asked me, did I believe in love at first sight or did he need to walk by me again?
Oh.
Was that good?
Okay.
I heard it
Okay.
good.
Do you believe in love at first sight? And do I need to walk by you again? And you were like, no, I blinked. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me come over here. I got one over here. I got a good one over here. Okay, here we go.
All right, so I heard this one on social media. Let me see if I can get it right. So the lady was doing her pickup to a guy. She's like, "Hey, you look hungry. You hungry?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I can eat." She said, "Oh, okay. You want to eat what my mama made?" He said, "What your mama made?" She said, "Me."
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess that would work in some places. That might work. All right. All right. Okay, fellas that just walked in. Best pickup line you ever used that worked, or best pickup line ever used on you that worked? You got something for me? I know. I know you. Over here. No pickup line over here, sir. Nothing over here. I'm coming to you, brother. I know. Listen. I know you. I know. Back in the day. Clarify.
This is not for the weak at heart.
Clarify.
The best pickup line I've ever used was I see a woman that's looking at me, and I'll approach her and introduce myself and say, "Don't you remember me?" And she said, "No." I say, "I'm your garbage man. I come to your house every week." Shock. Conversation started.
Whoa. Garbage man. Garbage man. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Anybody over here? Nobody else?
I got another bad one.
Oh, another bad one. Okay.
No, was it? So, all right, like back in the days where like girls had their names on their arms and tattoos.
Okay.
So I'll see that name, I'm like, Stephanie, you remember me? And she's like, no, where I know you from? And I just go off the name of the tattoo, and she think I'm somebody that I know, but she knows. That works for me.
Okay. All right. My people online. Anybody put one online? Best pickup line you ever used that worked?
I got right here, it said, if she's tall, I'll dunk on you.
I would dunk on you. That's why everybody's single. This is why some people are single, because I dunk on you. Okay. Oh, ma'am. No. Sir on the phone. Sir. He's ignoring me. I guess he said my pickup line works, so I'm good. Anybody else? Well, the reason why we brought up pickup lines is because our conversation is a little bit about the state of relationships. And so I figured that a pickup line is usually how people get into a relationship, whether it's good morning, how you doing, whether it's, hey, are you from Memphis? Or hey, how tall are you? We need a power forward on our team. Whatever your pickup line is, it works. But we're getting into these relationships now, and I just have a question for anybody in the room. What is the state of relationships today? Like, what's the state? Like, somebody give me. Somebody said trash. Our camera person's like trash. Okay, like, what is the state? Like, where are we in relationships today? People are saying trash. What do you say over here? What's the state of relationships right now?
Depending on relationships, what you want, what you don't want.
Okay.
But I think the pickings are slim sometimes. But when they are not slim, people need to be honest about what it is they actually want when they are pursuing relationships. And when people are not interested in relationships and want other aspects of relationships, there's a lack in honesty.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was getting a little distracted. Okay. Anybody else? What's the state? What's the state of relationships? I know you got an answer for me. What's the state of relationships?
Um, I feel I can only speak to the black community as far as the state of relationship seems to be in a state of emergency.
Okay.
I don't feel that we value each other as much as we should,
Okay.
black women and black men.
All right.
So I'll leave it at that for now.
So you said we don't value each other. Okay. Anybody else? I've heard trash. I've heard we don't value each other. I've heard anybody else? State of relationships. State of relationships, ma'am. You got something for me? All right. All right.
Um, I don't think. I feel like it's not a lot of respect in relationships.
Respect.
It has. It's really low. I think also it is slim pickings out here. For a woman, it is.
Slim pickings for a woman.
Slim pickings for a woman.
Okay.
There's,
Okay.
There's nobody likes to approach each other anymore.
Yeah.
If you go to a spot where there's music playing, the women want to dance with the women. The men want to stand on the wall. Don't want to ask women to dance.
Okay. All right.
It's just very non-confrontational with when it should be, confrontational in that kind of way.
You said a whole lot. Confrontational.
I have a question.
Okay,
When do
all
you
right.
think that changed? Yeah, like because that happened. That didn't happen overnight. It kind of happened gradually, right?
Yeah, well, it's been some years.
I
Well,
got
yeah.
someone saying social media. Social media is making us less, as she said, confrontational
Or
in a
less
good
social.
way. Less
Yeah,
social media
less
made us
social.
less social. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's a
because everybody
Listen.
got to talk on the phones.
everyone,
Nobody gotta talk
everyone's
in
using their
person.
devices to have conversations. Okay. Okay, let me hear.
I disagree because the family dynamic changed. The
Okay.
minute we started having kids, raising kids in a more single family, single parent households, that
Okay.
changed everything. So
Okay.
now you got girls raising girls, and you have boys being raised by boys,
Okay.
or boys being raised by girls because maturity level isn't there. And
Okay.
if you didn't grow up in a two-parent household, or at least have a household where your mom or dad was in a stable relationship, you didn't know how to be in a relationship. You didn't know how to talk to a woman didn't know how to talk to a man.
Okay.
And that was well before social media.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. 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 All right. All right. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
I'm just going to say I disagree with that because just because you don't have a two-parent household does not mean that you do not know how to possibly treat a woman. Okay, so stable is what for you? What's your definition of stable? Mm-hmm. Mm. So do you think that's the masses or do you think that's just a small group?
Calvin.
Hold on. Hold on. Nobody can hear him. He needs a microphone.
I'll give him the
Hold on.
microphone.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need the microphone. All right. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure the people can hear you online.
What I said was, I think it started off small, but it grew. But now times are changing, and it's recycling itself to where now men and women are looking for stable partners. But now we've stereotyped ourselves so much, or classified is you see a beautiful woman or whatever, and it's just like, oh, she ain't gonna talk to me, or she look all sedity, she look this, or for women, they like, is he in the closet, is he on the down low, is he a player, how many baby mamas he got, so, and that's we have to break out of that mode where people just won't even have a conversation anymore.
Okay. All
I
right.
think
Response.
one thing he said that was interesting, and he used the word morals, and people don't understand that everybody has morals, but morals are subjective. And just because that's your moral does not make it someone else's moral. That was a lot of validity to what he said about households, but it does not take two people to instill valuable morals that'll make people contributors to society. and that's what we look for. I think a lot of the dynamics changed when men started seeing themselves as the prize, and it used to be women were the prize. And we were raised when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, and now women are chasing men.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's where the dynamics differ now.
Okay. Woo. Wow. I think the whole room shifted when she said that.
Okay.
But
I got
we got some hands up. Okay. Hold on. Let me get one response here.
I'll just work myself backwards. So I want to make sure everybody know I heard what they said because I actually agree with some of those points. But I wasn't going to say anything till she's done said men consider themselves the prize. But quite honestly, we're both the prize. But I'm going to consider myself a prize because there's no other dynamic on earth where a guy takes his money and pays the majority of the bills, takes care of everything she has to be taken care of, and then she's the prize. I think I just now got qualified as the prize, right? A leprechaun, they say, is a pot of gold on the other end of the rainbow. So you find that prize, right? So if I'm paying these things, then I'm the prize, basically. But we got that's relative to what you think a prize is. But really, my real point, what I want to say is that we say, what's the state of relationships, right? In my opinion, if you're in a relationship, is your relationship trash? Is it trash? If it's not trash, then you can't say the state of relationships are bad. It's just that when you're single and you're trying to sift through things, then that becomes the issue where you're trying to determine who's cool, who's somebody you can get along with, who you can match fundamental values with if you have the same outlook on things. And that's where you find the discourse. And then you have men saying women ain't this and women saying men ain't that or whatever, or we're not bringing this and that to the table. And quite honestly, if I meet you, I'm not bringing my bank book with me. I'm not bringing anything with me except me. And if I can't sit at the table and talk to you and you can't help yourself but to wonder what my credit score is and how much money I earn and all the things that I have, then I guarantee you we're not going to have a second date. But that's it.
All right, before you respond, for the sake of the conversation, I want to interject something, okay? I want to interject something. Because a lot of times when we have these conversations, we talk about exceptions and not rules. So we'll give an example of something that's exceptional, right? But we won't talk about the general population, okay? Because a lot of times your situation is exceptional. It's not the norm. It's not a normal thing. Okay, so when we're talking about these examples, I just want to make sure that we don't get caught up in the exception, right? So, for example, I have one child, so I fall into a certain category. But a person who has 10 kids, they're in a different category. So when you give your example, you give an example of a man with 10 kids, he's not the rule, he's an exception. So I just want to make sure when we're talking about this stuff, we don't get too caught up in the exceptions and the outliers because that's not the general population. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I agree with a lot of some of what you guys said, but I think the state of a relationship, you have to start with a foundation. And in any relationship, a foundation is always about selflessness. If you go into that relationship selfless, your job is to make sure that the needs, wants, and desires of your partner is your business, not yours, as far as your needs, wants, and desires. And your partner's responsibility is your needs, wants, and desires. So if everyone is selfless and worried about the other person instead of worried about themselves, in today's society, we're all about what about me, what about me? Well, in a relationship, it's not what about me, it's what about my partner. And if everybody is making sure that each other are good, then where can you go wrong? We have to learn how to come together and compromise in that sense. I mean, you have to build a foundation somewhere because without a foundation, you have nothing to build off of.
Okay, good foundation. Hold on, let me go back here in the back. He's been waiting patiently back here. I got a response in the back. Go.
I agree with what you just said as well, but I also feel like there has to be balance when it comes to selflessness as well. I don't think that you should, not care about or be concerned about your partner, but a lot of people are getting lost within these relationships. They don't even know themselves before they enter them. And then while they're in them, they're completely lost and the selflessness becomes depleting and it affects the relationship in that way as well. If you're not taking care of yourself and your needs as well, then the relationship is going to have its issues. So I feel like there has to be a balance.
So would you say that sometimes we confuse sacrifice for selflessness?
That part.
We use that as a coverall. We'll say, "Wow, in a relationship, I'm supposed to sacrifice,"
Yeah.
but the truth is, you're kind of giving a little more than you should. Like you're pouring into someone else's cup, they're not pouring back into yours,
Right.
or you're pouring into their cup. Their cup has a hole in the bottom, so you keep on pouring and keep on pouring because people think that sacrifice is a part of a relationship. Okay. All right. I got somebody over here. Okay, brother, you got something? I got something. All right.
Extreme altruism is just as much a sin as extreme selfishness. I can't help you walk if I'm on my knees. We can help each other. You understand? But when you take a person that's as far as Damon's example, you're constantly trying to pour into something, but you don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's like being a lifeguard. The first thing they teach you being a lifeguard is if they keep struggling, you gotta let them go, because both of y'all gonna be at the bottom of the river. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't kill me to help you. You gotta do things that pour into me. Not a lot, maybe not a lot, but help keep me afloat. And coming from a man's perspective, I'm going to think of things that help you, that assist my woman. My woman should be constantly on my mind, whether I see a trinket that she might like, or something that might help her career-wise, or something that she needs to put in the trunk of her car. So when people understand, if you feel like your mate has you in their mind and in their psyche to that depth, then that should give you the confidence in them that you need to keep pouring in, even if it's just a little bit at a time.
Okay, good. Got a response here.
Actually, I have more of a question, and it's directed at Rod and to yourself.
Okay.
And I'm asking for myself.
Okay.
In the United States, Black women are the most educated demographic of people in the United States.
Okay.
Statistics, Rod.
Okay.
And my thing with that is, when we're talking about what we bring to the table, and to address you pouring in, you get exhausted pouring in when the demographics of males, and we try to meet people, like you said, who are on your level, so it does not drain you.
Correct.
Pouring into them. How do we, when we're in social environments or we're dating someone, identify someone without being labeled as a gold digger when we ask those particular questions? And I can tell you from experience, I'm divorced twice, and it does something to a male's ego when a woman becomes his provider. And we can say it's 50-50, but it's not. And I can manage a household on my own. And I don't care what was done prior to dating, the courting. My second husband, I knew him for 12 years before I actually married him. And when you get in those situations, and for me, when they see that you can carry a household and survive without them, it becomes a dent in their ego, so to speak. It becomes more aggressive in how I personally have been addressed, and it's do it on your own. And I don't want to do it on my own. So I'm trying to figure out what should they offer.
Okay.
'Cause I don't.
All right, I think I got someone want to respond here, and then I want to respond to that in a second. Go ahead.
So we got it.
I got her. She's chomping at the bit, but I'm saving her. I know she can't wait. She came in the room on fire. Y'all didn't see. She couldn't. She sat down and couldn't sit still in the seat. So I got her covered. I got her covered. I promise I got her covered. Go ahead.
So to your question, as far as women being the most Black women being the most educated and things like that, that don't got shit to do with your character. As a man, we don't care about that.
Okay, I'm not
because your degree.
I'm not trying to
is
get shut down on
gonna-
YouTube. Stop cussing.
My bad.
Right,
I forgot they changed the rules. My
YouTube,
bad.
yeah, we'll get yeah.
That has nothing to do with your character. Your character is going to take care of the household. your character is going to raise our children. So it's nice to have that education, but I've often seen it myself, and I think it's general having conversations with other black men. It's not that the education bothers us. It's not that you may be making more money bother us. It's how you handle it. Because I've seen many women get a degree and start talking to grown men with jobs like their children, while y'all sons are allowed to come in and out the house, do what they want to do, things of that nature. And when that man tries to instill discipline, we're often reminded that you can do bad by yourself. You can do it on your own. No man wants to deal with that because it is disrespectful. And then you ask for black men to be leaders, and when we step in that leadership role, it's almost as if black women turn it into a competition. Now we're pushing and pulling, and nobody suffers but the kids. And oftentimes we got to be real and put it all on the table. We're taking care of another man's kids that y'all have brought to the relationship.
Okay.
So that's stressful as well when we're trying to lay down discipline, be this spearhead, and things of that nature. And there's several brothers out here making good money. He just may not be college educated. So where black women have more education, more black men do more dangerous jobs. So he's hanging off the back of a trash truck. He's laying roofing. He's still making good money, but he may not be formally educated.
Right.
But that has been such a catalyst I've seen of probably the last 20 years that we're more educated. We own businesses. We do things like that. And when brothers do come with a solid foundation of character, it's still not appreciated because basically I don't need you.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Okay, let me just pull. I like to do real world statistics because I can argue. But we got to do some fact checking about black women being the most educated in the world, in the country, in the U.S. We got to do some fact checking. But let's just do a poll in this room right now. I just want to do a poll. I got a good number of men in here. And so here's my question to the men in here. Does it matter to you how educated a woman is if you date her?
No.
So for the mass majority of the men in here, they said no. They said that no, their education does not make a big deal to them, whether it's not a big deal how educated she is. Okay, all right. Okay, now let me ask the same question. Ladies, does it matter to you how educated a man is? Now you. Okay, I got a yes over here. Okay, over here. Does it?
He can't be dumb.
He can't be dumb. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Take that as a yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. So you say no, but I got a couple yeses. So let me address the yeses. Let me address the yeses. Okay. I got a microphone over here. Where my mic at over here? Yeah. Give her the microphone right here. Give her the microphone right here. Right there. She said yes. Tell me why.
Okay, so to me, the education aspect as far as degrees can simply be considered a piece of paper, but it adds value. And my thing is, I need an educated man because I need someone that's exposed. I don't want to keep teaching you the quality of life that I have given myself. And so if you are exposed, that means that you are educated to a certain extent. I'm not strictly speaking on books. In order for you to qualify for the job that you currently work, you had to get some education, right? Some level of learning, some level of knowing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that job. So education definitely matters. You can't just sit out here and just think, oh, because I am who I am, I deserve this position. In order to get into management, you had to work your way there. So I believe education is vital.
Okay, wait. Relax. Okay, now listen. Everybody put your hand down. Put your hand down. Give me that microphone. Okay, Now listen, I'm going to get beat up if I do not hand this microphone to her. She is literally about to do a dance over here. Okay, so here we go. You want to, now listen, there's five different things. So here you go. I got you. I'm coming back to you. Go ahead.
So I'm going to honestly tell y'all, I'm on fire for many reasons. My name is Riley the Red Pill, and I have a talk show. And my talk show is a platform for men, just for this understanding right here in this room. First of all, the definition of black love, when you Google it, it says yielding the partner and understanding to accept them at the individualism as they are. So that means that you and that mate understand you all are coming from an individualism of understanding of who you are. ladies, first and foremost, I get frustrated because y'all want Mr. Perfect, Mr. Right now, when it should actually be a balance. Because half of us are not giving what we're asking half of them to give us. Let me tell you, I strongly respect what you said, but let me tell you two things. I never went to college. I'm going to college, but I'm an ex-felon, boo. And I'm educated like a MF, because I know we can't cuss. I have street smarts, book smarts, and understanding, and I've been able to carry my family and do all those things. Yes, I've done it through marriage and separately, but I don't have to be educated or have a college degree or a piece of paper to say that I am who I am. So because I'm a woman coming from the perspective of what a man is used to going through, I can equally balance that. One of the key things that we get away from as women is y'all want everything. Men want the same thing we want. But we ask for too much. You want too much. And I use the analogy, and I'm trying to make this short, but I'm sorry. Y'all got my, I just had this whole discussion on my show that I'm going to be bringing forth for the month of love. That's February is. But I use the analogy because I'm dating myself back in the hustling age. And I'm from D.C. And back then, our hustlers was on the corners. Those were the ones that were supplying education to kids that were going to school when families couldn't provide. Those were the ones that were out there hustling in fear, whatever the case may be, providing for families because that girl wants that bag, that house, that car, whatever the case may be. But no one ever thinks about what that man is feeling at that moment. Okay. The fear that he has. He don't know the people he engaging with, but he's selling because he know he got to provide. When do we get to the understanding of respecting and honoring our men and what they're doing? A lot of the times, y'all don't even understand the statistics. Y'all want to talk about statistics? How many of our men are suffering in silence and they are committing suicide right now? I am so pissed at the situation that happened in Memphis. That was black men beating on black men. When do we get so conditioned that we are now beating our women, children, and our own black men? These are our brothers. But where are we providing that system? We keep forcing them into that situation. We keep forcing them into prison. We keep forcing them into the streets. We keep forcing them into these jobs. But yet, where the villages at? Because I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a community mother. I'm an ex-felon. So I know both sides. So it makes me relatable to men because I wanted to understand it. You know, and it's and spiritually we understand that men are supposed to be the strength, we're supposed to be the nurturers. But in fact, men are nurturers too. But we're taking away each time that we degrade these men. Each time that we tell them what they're not worth. Each time that we're not making them balance in our relationships. And I'm not directing this to you. I'm just talking because you're looking at me and I love it. But I'm just saying, get back. I get so like this, like you said when I came in the room, yeah.
Yeah, you're on fire.
Yeah.
I knew you had some stuff to
I
give
love
me.
y'all. Let me tell y'all, if nobody tell y'all, I'm going to tell each and every one of you black men, I love y'all. I love everything you do. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did have a period today. I did. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off, okay? Is it okay if I go forward? No, not a period like that.
Okay, because you got to clear that up.
A situation.
Everybody
In
the whole room stopped breathing. When you said that, we all stopped like, okay.
So this is the problem that I have with the one problem I had today. Today, the devil was busy with me because I'm trying to do so many things. I'm doing a lot of stuff. And last night, I heard something in my car. I didn't know what it was. It was a flat. So today, I'm on the highway. I hear the noise. I pull up a gas station. By God's grace, I had a flat. And it went completely flat at the gas station. Let me tell y'all something, brothers. The gas station was packed with black men. It was professional black men. Y'all had luxury cars. Y'all had construction cars. Y'all had pickup trucks. Y'all, I mean, from every aspect of life. Do you know that not one black man came over to help me? Not one. And you know the only one black man that said something to me, you know what he said? He said, you see that Spanish brother over there? Give him about $5. That's what he's used to doing.
Wow.
It took 2 white men in a Porsche coming from Florida to come over and change my flat. Now, see, that's the problem I have. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But again, I'm not trying to, that doesn't make me say that I hate y'all, because I love y'all.
All right.
But it's just recognizing where we can recognize each other.
Okay.
Ladies, we got to respect our black men. Our black men need us right now.
Okay.
They need us more than ever. I'm a 70s baby. I'm watching my daughter raise 5 kids and a young black father, and they doing the damn thing. But yet and still, I'm a big mama in reality, but I'm not the old big mamas. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
All
You
right, so I'ma stop
good?
from there.
You good? You cooled off now? Because you was about to explode. Trying to give you a second. Now, hold on. I like to go in order. Go ahead, my brother. You had a response for me?
All right,
I'm coming,
appreciate
I
it,
promise.
man.
I'm coming.
Hey, I want to come back and just yes. All right. Jay
Now, wait.
Arnold.
Before you respond, remember what I said about extremes versus the rule. The extremes versus the norm. Okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it right there in the middle, man. I mean, listen, Jay Arnold from the A, been here for a long time. Happen to have been happily married for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, a victim of some failed marriages from some things that I, brought about. Yeah, well, victim or someone who actively participated in
Just-
my own demise.
Just call it life
There you go.
experience, brother. Don't.
There you go. I mean, however you want to say it, but what I want to tell you, what I want to let you know is, don't get caught up on somebody's education or their degrees or papers or anything like that. You said you wanted to experience someone who was well traveled, exposed, all that. Done it. Been around the world twice. You know what I'm saying? You knowing that it exists.
Hold on. Now, listen. There's
If
some
I can
people.
have
There's
the
some people
mic.
online that need to hear this. So,
If I can have
yeah,
the mic.
Go ahead, brother.
What I want to encourage you to do is not look at the superficial things in a person, because it's all gonna always come back to the character and the drive and the integrity of a person. It's always gonna go there. You can have someone who drives a tow truck that is the guy for you, that you may miss out on because you're thinking he doesn't have the credentials behind his name. It just, I don't know where we lost the, hey, you are my guy, I'm with you no matter what. Because things go up and down. Listen, you can make $150,000 one year and get fired and take a job making $70,000, $50,000, whatever, 30, whatever, put it where you want to put it.
Be on unemployment.
But if you're real
Getting
and
that
you're
$300
committed
a
to this
week.
person, you're gonna be with them through ups and downs.
It's real life.
And you're gonna love this person. And I've been in situations where my wife was the earner of the family. I didn't feel slighted or anything. I took my check and I spent my check until my check was at zero. And then I said, hey, babe, let me get $200. I need to do something. You see what I'm saying? Of course she loved me.
All right, hold on. Listen. Now, let me set some ground rules right now. Okay, there's more people listening to this than just the people in this room. Okay, so if you're gonna talk to each other, talk on the microphone so they can hear you, because they're missing out on the conversation. Okay. All right, I just want to be careful. People are asking questions like, "What did she say? What's going on?" Y'all two seem to be having your own conversation. We all watching y'all talk. But can I clarify something real quick though? I'm gonna clarify two sides of an argument. Y'all ready? Two sides of an argument. First side of the argument is when the sister said she wanted someone that was educated. Okay, that's not really what she wasn't talking about college degree, master's degree, PhD. She wasn't talking about that. But for many people in our society, in our community, a person who gets an education has access to resources, right? That's what she was saying, okay? And the other part of the argument is the brother is saying sometimes it's not the education that gives you the access, right? Sometimes you can be in the Navy and see the whole world and not have a college degree, right? Or sometimes you can be in a situation, you had an uncle who owned an oil well somewhere in another part of the world and you got exposed. So we're talking about the same thing. It's from two different sides of the argument. It's just it's a matter of numbers, right? It's more likely that a person who has an education has been exposed to things. It doesn't always happen. We all have a friend that has a college degree that don't do nothing with their life. Nothing. We all have a friend with a degree that's putting out a mixtape next week. We all had that friend. We all got that friend, right? And we also have a friend who has a high school diploma and is a millionaire. We all got that friend, okay? So it's not about that. I think it's just about what you're saying is that education, more than likely, the numbers bear out that a person with a high school diploma makes a certain amount of money. A person with a college degree will make $1 million more than that person. Okay, so that's just statistics. Okay, now give the microphone back to my friend in the corner over here. Okay, you good? You good? You sure? You sure? Okay, we're gonna answer your question because you said me and Rob. So let me give this mic to Rob. Here you go, Rob. Okay, I thought we answered it about the education thing. That the men in the room said education doesn't matter. Once again. Nope, that's not my question. That's your question.
My question was, at the end when I made the comment before, was how do I recognize those men with characters who are not offended, but can realize those issues? Me, myself, because I'm saying I have a deficit. I hadn't been able to recognize it. So if they are there with character, or if I have a character flaw, I would like to know. And I just want to know, how do I identify these great men that do exist? And I agree with you. I personally have never dated outside of my race. So when I do say something,
Thank you. We appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Toward black men.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I was going to say something totally different, but now that you said that, I'm going to answer your question, and I'll just keep it right there. I think that when it comes to character, by using college education or something like that, that's not the litmus test for character. It's literally not. How many men have ladies met that have a master's degree, earns a lot of money, but he's a trash character person? Like, I know plenty of them. I went to college. I went to the Naval Academy, and I can tell you right now, Navy taught me nothing. They taught me. I learned advanced chemistry.
Oh.
I have a degree in nuclear propulsion and oceanographic engineering.
I just want to say to the United States Navy, he said that, not me.
And the thing about it is, it taught me literally zero. What taught me was meeting people, learning how to interact with people, and saying this is not a person that I would affiliate myself with, but this person is someone I will, and learning from older men. And the thing is, that's what taught me character. And so when you say, how do you weed that out? Stop using degrees, stop using those accomplishments as the litmus test as for how you're going to determine who you're going to connect yourself to.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Now I have both mics in my hand, which means I'm not handing it out right now. Hold on. Okay, now we've been real nice. I want to thank you all for being very politically correct in this conversation. I want to thank everybody for respecting everybody's feelings, and I thank you for all answering the questions the right way. Now we're going to get to the real portion of this conversation because y'all not keeping it real. So let me now interject something for you to talk about, because obviously we're not being completely honest about what's going on. So let me ask this question, because you all in your private time, when you're laying in the bed and flipping on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, you hear these conversations going on all the time. Okay, so let me ask this question. My question is, what are we looking for in a woman? Are we looking for the traditional woman or the modern woman? What are we looking for? Are we looking for traditional women or modern women? Because there's a big argument right now about traditional women versus modern women. Traditional women versus modern women. Okay, let me define it for you. Okay, then we'll define it for you. Okay, all right. So it is, not I am, it is defined as a woman who has traditional values. She cooks, she cleans, she stays at home, she takes care of the children. That is a traditional role that a lot of men like in a woman or a wife, okay? Versus a modern woman who works, has her own career, her own interests. And so a lot of times, the example that was given out here about how you work and you're the main breadwinner, some people would consider that to be a modern woman. She has a job. You got to remember that in 1940, most women's jobs were either a secretary or a teacher, okay? They didn't have career opportunities, right? Now today, women are doing everything. So are we at a crossroads when it comes to a modern woman versus a traditional woman? And since I have a nice group of diverse people in the audience, I want you to answer, both men and women. Hold on, let me get some new voices. Okay, and I'm trying to understand why this side of the room is so quiet. Okay, I got one. Okay. Let me get some. My guy's been married for a while. This is my boy over here. Okay, traditional versus modern. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I think it really depends on how you define both. And going off your definition, black women have never had the luxury in the past of staying at home. So they had to do both. They had to take care of the house, take care of the kids, and go to work.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's all I've ever seen my mother do.
Right.
So I am in a position now where I can afford for my wife not to go to work and to stay home, but that's Greek to me.
It's a blessing, brother.
So, you know, we always talk about the man being the head of the household and he's going to be the leader, but having a penis doesn't make you the leader.
Wait, say that again.
I said a man being the head of the household, being the leader, that's something that's earned. Just because you're a male, you have a male chromosome, doesn't make you the head of the house.
Okay. Okay.
If my woman is stronger than me, then I'm not the leader.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm glad that I have that balance.
Okay.
And I got a strong mate. But she's also strong enough to know there's times that she need to move out of the way and let this man lead us.
Oh.
But if I don't earn that title, then why do I deserve that?
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, you use a great word, earn. I'm gonna let you get on that. You use the word earn. I want to talk about that. That's another question I'm gonna ask about earning, because I hear a lot about men having to earn things. Men got to earn this, earn respect, earn the title, earn the role, earn. We're gonna come back to that in a second. Go ahead, Calvin.
What he said was absolutely correct. But one thing is you have to define what's traditional, what's modern, and then you got to define what works for you and what works for that woman.
Right.
The average woman nowadays that I know, they don't want to stay at home. They want a career. They have a
Right.
career. They
Okay.
have goals just like you have goals. But you have to be able to walk that journey together.
Okay.
And I think one of the things now is that a lot of men want that. A lot of men don't know how to achieve it. A lot of women want the same thing. They don't know how to achieve it.
Right.
And part of our problem is everybody wants to be dominant. But just like he said, there's times when he knows he's going to lead. There's times when he knows, hey, you know what? Let me step back. She has this. And
Okay.
the issue is, I'm not going to say issue. The thing is, we have to learn how to be side by side, nobody in front of the other.
Okay.
Because when one person is in front of the other, your blind spot is bigger than ever. But when you walk side by side, you really don't have a blind spot because she can see something that you don't see, like you see something that she don't see.
Okay. Okay.
so
So I like to reiterate what your point. So we got to find some balance between who's driving the car and who's riding in the car. Sometimes she needs to drive. Sometimes he needs to drive. That what we're saying? That's a good. Okay.
Exactly.
It's a great analogy. Awesome. I love it. Okay. I got you. Pass that mic behind you. Okay. I got you. I promise. She's gonna jump on my back. I
I don't
swear.
know if this is appropriate for me to be answering because I think it's for the men.
But I want you to answer. Yeah, I need a woman to answer.
but
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like men these days can be contradictory in what they want. I feel like
Okay.
they want modern women with traditional values. But then even it goes back to what I was saying about valuing each other. So you want the traditional values, a woman that can cook, clean, be feminine and submissive and
Right.
all of those things.
Uh-oh.
But you also want her to be able to work and provide and do those things as well.
Okay.
And when we mention we have these feminine qualities and we want to be traditional,
Right.
it's like, well, I can cook myself, I can clean myself. So
Correct.
do you value women or not? What do you want?
Correct.
It's kind of confusing because the men are contradicting themselves.
Okay. Men, we are contradicting ourselves. That's what she said. Okay, go.
It's a balance. It's both. My parents are still married. They've been married 42 years. Came up out of a traditional household. I've seen my dad stand behind the stove. I done seen my mama stand behind a lawnmower. One thing my pops told me, he was in the military. He did 30 years active duty. And they wrote it out, and my parents don't know that they told me this at different times because of the balance. My dad said he stayed with my mom because when he was out training, doing army stuff and all that away from home, he never had to worry about my mom having another man in the house. My mom said similar about my dad going to work and when she went to work, because she also worked, raised me and my brother, all that type of stuff. She never had to worry about my dad having other women, things of that nature. So it's not a contradiction, it's a balance. We're looking for both, because a lot of women that say they can do these feminine things, they can do these traditional things, But initially, when we started the conversation, it started with the modern aspect of education. I can work, I can do it. We're aware of that. There's never been a time in our history as black folks where black women didn't work. We're accustomed to that as men. That doesn't bother us. I can only speak for myself and the brothers that I know that think like me. I know we're talking about in general versus the outliers and things like that. But it's so many women that lead with money, I can do bad by myself. Then it's like, okay, why am I here? Because a lot of women that want traditional men, but they're non-traditional women. They say they can do these things, but they're not doing them. So that's the argument that a lot of men have. Because guess what? When something go down at night, it's only one of us that's expected to go down those steps and see what's going on, and that's the man. And nobody bats an eye at that, but it's almost like pulling teeth to ask a woman to cook for you. They almost make it akin to slavery a lot of times. But when something go bump in the night, I'm expected to get out of bed no matter how much money I make. Regardless, I still have to be in my role as a man. And the things that we're asking from our women as men, a lot of times we're not getting. And the other thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll pass the mic, a lot of the stuff that black women are doing, they never clarify what type of black man they're doing it for. Because a lot of bum dudes out there getting the traditional woman, and the dudes that are actually doing the heavy lifting, doing their role as a man, aren't getting that traditional balance back from the women.
Okay, so you said a whole lot, and I felt the room move again when you said the bum dude. I felt the move. I felt the move. Yes, man. Okay. All right. So let me
Keeping it clean for YouTube.
Thank you. I don't want to get banned on YouTube or Facebook or nothing. All right, sir.
So, Damon, you said we could be real, right?
Yep. Just don't curse. I just don't want to get banned
Okay.
online. Just don't curse.
Just by show of hands, who watched Good Times? Everybody watched Good Times. Who ran the house?
Come.
Not true. Not true. Florida.
JJ was in charge. Everybody knows that.
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. And if you look at it, if you render unto Caesar what is his, then things will be fine. What Florida Evans did was empower her man. When those kids said, Mommy, can we get somebody? Did you ask your father?
Okay.
Nothing went down in that house to where Florida said, well, I'm just going to say this and I'll deal with him later. Okay. Better?
Yep.
So things didn't go down where Florida said, I'm going to make this decision and I'll deal with him later. That man was always empowered to be that. Now, in the event that he stepped out of line, and everybody seen when Florida said, James Evans, can I talk to you in the bedroom?
Oh, Lord.
And when he walks into that bedroom, he know, because the first word out of his mouth is, baby, now baby, because he finna get it, because he stepped across the line. But she did not challenge him until he stepped across the line. If everything is a challenge, and I'm challenged in front of my children, if you're disrespecting me in front of my children, what do you expect from me? You want to disrespect me. You want to say I can do bad by myself. You want to say all of these things, but you still want me to go out and provide. And what I'm providing is obviously not enough for you, which leads a man to think that perhaps you're looking for something that's better. So with all these things on his mind, that man still gets up. He still goes to work. He still does what he's supposed to do, but maybe not to the level of what you're expecting, because there's this little thing that came along called the Joneses. And the Joneses threw a lot of stuff off because we need a bigger house. We need another car.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Orlando on vacation. I want to go to Hawaii. So now it's not my fault. I'm doing what I can, but I cannot provide these things. And that comes, and then you start to be that ninja. And all men ain't this, and all men ain't that. See, and I want to bring these two words out. 3, all, never, always.
Two definitions. They're two definite.
But
two definite terms.
Be very careful about how you use those words. If you say you always do something, that means you always do something wrong. That means I've never done anything right. You understand what I'm saying? So words are very, very powerful, especially in the terms of a relationship. Positions are very, very powerful. So you need to understand the position that you are willing to take as a part of that relationship. You can make $150,000 an hour, and I make $50,000 a year. I am the man of the house. If you don't respect that, then I don't need to be there. Okay. I need to be somewhere where my position is respected.
All right, good. I'm the man of the house. I need to be respected. I got you, Firecracker. I got you. I got you. I know you go. Okay. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll just this is probably gonna be the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna shut up for the rest of the day.
Nah.
It is. But I'm gonna work backwards like always. So when I like that analogy of using good times, and like you said, everything ran through Florida. She ran the house. When James wanted to go play pool, she said, "You better not go out there and play that pool." He did, and he had problems. Right. The thing is that tradition can be best defined by a set of values, beliefs, customs, practices that get passed down from generation to generation. I don't think we're in a traditional society when it comes to relationships. So maybe, I just got a crazy idea, maybe we have to start accepting people for what we do and where we are, and let's start valuing those characteristics of each other instead of trying to monetize the relationship. I hear all the time, if a woman says I make this, he can't make this. He has to make this or more. And you're monetizing who he is to you based on how much he earns. And that right there, I guarantee you, it ain't gonna last. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. I just want us to stop monetizing it, and let's also start getting out of the mindset of tradition.
Okay, good. You got something for me, Deacon?
Yes. First of all, I want us all to keep in mind that if we don't put God first,
okay, now here we go.
If we don't put God in our homes,
okay,
first of all, if you're going to go in a relationship, don't go in it without asking God, is this the right woman or is this the right man?
Okay.
We got to put God in this thing.
Okay.
Too many times we want what we want and don't get what we thought we had.
All right.
So my thing is quit getting in these relationships because he looked like Denzel Washington.
Wait a minute
or
now.
he looked like what name of
Idris Elba.
or look like her.
Oh Lord,
You know?
watch out now.
But my
Watch
thing
out now.
is,
Shoot your shot, Unc. Shoot your shot.
we need to stop going into these relationships and stuff like that without acknowledging, God, is this the one for me?
So wait.
Is this the one? We need to start doing that. Bring God into this, and then if this is the right man or if this is the right woman, ask God first.
Okay.
And it's not making these decisions when we
Okay.
make these decisions.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Here we go.
We ask God, God tell us no, and we do it anyway.
Absolutely.
I'm just convinced that you asked God and you thought it was God, but really it was your desire, your inner self. Okay, I'm gonna give you this mic. Don't. Go ahead.
Okay, so if we heard what this gentleman with the blue sweater has said when he was like, "Oh, we gotta sift through in order to find quality," I think you get to come into a situation with a preference. I personally want someone that matches me a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, you ain't gotta be as cute as me. I'm cute enough for both of us.
That's dangerous. We might have some questions if he's cuter than you.
I'm cute enough for both of us. However, I just, I think that I would like someone that has some insurance. So if we could fix a few things, let's tailor it. You know what I'm saying? I can help you in the hygiene. If you can't dress, we could change your clothes. I need someone.
She already trying to change us. See
I'm
that?
not changing the character. We were talking about character earlier. I am just simply changing your clothes. Quality.
She already trying to
I
change.
add value. So I want someone that comes knowing the value that I add. And once I decide on you, then we go put God in this. But what if I ain't choose you?
Once you decide
Everybody
on
don't get my space. Everybody don't get all of my effort. And if that's placed there, that's when I want to add God. But right now, Right now, I'm just looking.
There's a whole lot in that. You want to respond to that?
Yeah. I'm gonna
'Cause-
piggyback on that. So I like one thing you said, that clarity. I feel like. So let me set the context. I've been married 20 years. I got 3
Congratulations. Give
kids.
it up,
I'm
give it up.
happily married.
20 years, I
We're
love it.
faithful to each other. It's a blessing.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me say that again. That's a black man that's been married for 20 years.
20 years.
With 3 kids.
3
He's
kids.
happily married. So the whole narrative about us not getting married and not committing and all that, that's a black man right there in the room. There's a unicorn. You can see him with your own eyes.
But I'm gonna tell you the reason I set the context so I could say I'm talking from experience.
Talk about it, brother.
The way my wife and I got together, we went through relationships, both of us. She was married before. I went through relationships, had another daughter in a different relationship. And each of those relationships taught me something. It helped me get clear on what I do like and what I don't like. Right before my wife and I got together, I sat down and I did what this brother suggested. I went to the highest power, got clear on what I wanted, and literally wrote it down. And what I realized after I was done, what tripped me out, it was nothing I had chased before. What I really wanted had nothing to do with like the surfacey things I had been chasing. When I got clear, I realized it was quality, not form. I realized that it wasn't about looks, it was about spirit, about soul, and how we connect. I got real clear, and I kid y'all not, 3 days later, a woman that I knew, we ended up dancing on the dance floor, and it happened. It was like magic. It was like her soul spoke to me. I'm not even kidding. I wrote a book about it. It's called Adventures in Manifesting Love and Oneness. Check it out online. It's on Amazon. Point being is once I got clear, once I activated that spiritual, whatever you want to call it, it happened. And we've been together 20 years. So that's it. I just wanted to share that.
Appreciate
It's called
it.
Adventures in Manifesting Love and Oneness.
Okay, let me put a pause on that. Okay, that's a shout out. Amazon, it's a book. Go out and buy it. Thank you. Once again, I have both mics in my hand. Both mics. That means there's a pause. Before we keep going, everybody in the room, you see these things sitting around here. I need you to scan this QR code and put your information in there. This is to keep you in touch with everybody. See the posts. Everybody's QR code sitting around on tables or whatever. Please scan this in. Put your information in so you get caught up on the next time we do something like this. And I need to do a quick pause. Did you get my new vendor that just came in? That's very important. Come on in. Is that a no?
Nope.
You did not get my new vendor in there. Okay. We'll get to it. She's coming. All right. Good. Fire you up. Okay. Y'all hold on. I gotta get fireworks to mic. Hold on, y'all. Just hold on 1 second. Okay. So this conversation about modern and traditional, obviously we need to find some balance. Is that what we're coming to understand? Some balance, okay. Obviously we need to find a partner, right? Not a possession. Is that what I'm just all I'm doing is translating what everybody said. A partner versus possession. You two ladies can sit over here. We got seats for you right over there whenever you're ready. Okay. All right, that's all we're trying to do is make sure we got partners, right? Partners, not possessions, right? Okay, good. Okay. But we keep having this conversation about money. Money keeps coming up. You notice that every answer somehow, some way, money starts popping up. Like it's money, your career, which equals money, what you do for a living, which equals money. So I have a question for you. And me and LaRon, we had this conversation the other day, and I'm going to put this out here, and I want anyone to answer this. Okay? Is there room in society for an average man? Is there room in society for an average man? Because all I hear about are these exceptional men. Like all we hear about is this guy has this, he drives that, he's got this, he's got that. But what about an average guy? Is there room? Is anybody excited about an average guy? Are you excited about somebody that go to work every day and pay his bills? And is it? Hold on, wait, relax. See how the room shifted? It's like a human being. You know how this shifts, right? Because there's a statistic out there that says that 80% of women are trying to date 20% of the men. It says 80% of women are trying to date 20% of the men. I got him. I got him. Listen. I got him. So is there room in our community, in our society, is there room for an average man, average guy? He makes $50,000 a year. He got a Honda Civic. He got a An average man. Is there room? Is there room for an average man?
Uh, um, I'm gonna say this. I think there's room for an average man. It's being accepted from women being an average man, but I say that because most, and I'm gonna tell you, I come from a financial background. On average men only make about $50,000 to $55,000 a year. Average. There are very few men
40,000
that make six figures on a regular basis. Average. So, and reason why I asked for the mic is when you talk about average, let's take, and I was speaking to the young lady here, when you talk about President Obama, she made over $400,000 a year, and he made $20,000. And he still was considered and felt that he was still leading his household even at that price. So he was an average person. Now, don't get me wrong, when you think about it, when you read that story and hear that story, she didn't even want to date Obama at all. He took her out for ice cream. The thing about it is women now today, you got to take them for a lobster dinner for you to even be considered versus just taking out for just ice cream.
Lobster dinner. Damn.
You know, so just getting to know them, just having that small, just taking a walk in the park, just, getting to know each other. I think that is the time where you can know the person. So being average or not average, I don't even know if money comes up in a conversation when you're meeting certain people initially. So most men are average anyway.
All right,
Okay.
I would like to address that.
Uh-oh.
So it keeps going back to money, and we are talking about the overall quality of the man. Your value is not based on your money. We're going beyond that. So average, in my opinion, is stable. As a stable woman, I want a stable man. So whatever it is that your household needs as a individual man, as long as you can maintain that, that qualifies you to be in partnership with a stable woman. I think that, like, you don't have to, it's not a number. It is a quality. We're going to character. We're going to thought process.
Uh-huh.
How critical, resolution, like problem solving skills, all
Come
that
on
stuff.
now.
We talking about that.
If he had an education, he could do all that, right?
If you leave me alone.
I'm just asking. If he,
No
if
lies.
he's
Like, stop
educated, he
playing.
could do
If
that.
you can. It would you
Hold on.
you gotta be exposed to some sort of learning
Learning. Okay.
through life.
Uh-huh.
Life is a teacher. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Y'all have lived long enough to know that
That's
life has
right.
taught you lessons.
That's right.
And as a result, you apply it to your life. So apply it.
Okay. So the question was, I'm gonna come. This for some reason this side of the room is hot. This side of the room is hot. They hot over here. Let me come. I listen. I already know she wants the microphone. I'm gonna give her the microphone. All right. So the question on the floor is there room for an average man? Is there room for an average guy? I heard everybody say, yeah. I got you, brother. I heard everybody say, yeah. But I'm like, where, room for an average guy where? Talk to me about these average guys. Talk to me about where is there room for them? Is someone excited about them?
How y'all folks doing today?
Good.
My name is Derek. I'm gonna just ask the ladies here a real straightforward question. Are y'all really being honest with yourselves? Are y'all really saying, when everybody in here saying, yeah, it's room for an average man? Are y'all really being real with yourselves with that? Okay. In y'all mindset, when y'all see a man walking down the street, and y'all get that little interest in him, he look good to y'all or whatever, what's the first thing y'all thinking about?
The 3 6s, bro. 3 6 Mafia. 3 6s.
What's your name? I heard. What's
6
your
feet,
name?
6 figures.
I heard.
6
What's your
pack.
name? How many kids?
It's the research.
I
it's the
heard
research.
how many kids. Me, I consider myself to be an average man. Okay, When I met, I'm a happily married man. I'm married 12 years. When my wife met me.
Wait, hold up. Another black man who's married for 12 years. I'm just saying, everybody talking about brothers don't get married. It's another black man married. What? Okay, I got a hater in the room. All right, hold on. Three. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Come on and finish, brother. I got fire on the other side of the room. All right, here we go. We got a hater in the room. She was like, ugh. Only a few are married. Okay, let's take a poll here. You ready? Poll over here. I'm talking to you. We'll take a poll. Raise your hand if you have been married in this room. Put your hand down if you're a woman. Raise your hand if you're a man in this room and you've been married before. Raise your hand and you've been married before. You see this? Paquito. I'm asking the questions here. Thank you, Miss Education. All right. My question is, raise your hand if you are a man and you have been married before. I want you to look around the room. The vast majority of people in this room, men in this room, have been married before. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is not, we ain't that portion yet. Hold on. Okay. So my point is, just about every man in here was willing. Hold on. Excuse me, sir. You just walked in, right? Have you been married before? See what I'm saying? Look at that. Okay. So my point is, it's not that we don't want, it's not that we're afraid to commit. That's not the issue. It's not that we're not afraid to get married. That's not the issue. Clearly, you see, most men in here are like, yeah, I've been married before. Now, I'm not going to remember what I said earlier. There's the rule, and then there's the exception. I'm not about to ask them why they're not married, because that's in the exception area, right? Because then y'all want to be like, it was your fault, it was her fault, that's exception, that was section. I'm just showing the fact that men are not afraid to commit to a lifelong commitment. They're not afraid, because all these guys in here were married. What? Oh my God. Okay, I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why they got married. That's easy. That's an easy question. No, see, there we go. Exception. Stop. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Oh my God. Homeless dating over here. She talking about homeless dating. He needed a place to stay, so he got married. Come on now. Come on. You're not finna.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's go. Hold on.
I've been wanting to respond to a lot of things, but I'll start with, is there room for an average man? I think the answer to that is yes. But the problem is, and there's a lot of grown men in here, right? I'm 34. So the men that I'm seeing, the men that I've been seeing, mainly on social media, they're average men, but they are bitter and mean and rude, and they don't have any value for women. So all of those type of things matter. You can't just be an average man and be like, accept me as I am. For some reason, it's triggering for people to have preferences.
Okay.
And I don't think that there's a problem with men or women having preferences.
You just started something. I just want you to let you know you just started something.
I ain't even been able to finish it though.
Hold on. I'm sorry. You just started something. You just started something. Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead and finish. Go ahead and say it. But you just started something. Go ahead.
Okay. So when you said the 6-figure, 6 feet, 6 pack, those are preferences. So I have my list, like you said, write your list. I've consulted with my source.
Oh, you started something
the
else.
higher
Go ahead.
power. And yes, I have an idea of the things that I want. And of course, you're going to put the, but what you actually will accept,
6'5".
it's not that you
power forward for the New York Knicks.
It's not that you are discrediting or dismissing the average man, because an average man would be fine. A stable man that, is secure in themselves, but they have to have confidence. They have to have these things. And I think what the lady right here was saying, as far as wanting somebody to have education or be exposed, I felt like I received mindset and, having an abundant mindset. You might not have a lot of things, but there's some men that's my age that's never been on a plane and don't want to get on one. So if you are a certain woman that wants to experience certain things in your life, you should be able to have that type of man.
Okay, wait.
That
Hold
at
on.
least desires to be open-minded.
Hold on. Okay.
And explore things and experience things.
Two things you said. I got you. 2 things you said. Okay. First thing you said is that Men want to be accepted the way they are. Okay.
Women?
Don't women want to be accepted the way they are? Don't women?
Yes, but
women,
you
don't you
have
want to be
to find
accepted the way
someone
you
that
are?
accepts that. You
Right?
have to find someone that accepts that. You can't make
Hold
someone
on.
want
I'm
you.
just asking a question. Women in the room, don't you want a man to accept you the way you are?
Yes, but there are
Okay.
some men that might not, and that's okay. You're not the man for me.
Okay, so that's number one. That's number one. So women are saying they want to be accepted the way they are, right? And no, hold on. Again, I'm staying with the rules. I'm not getting to exceptions. The second thing you said, which is what I love, is we have preferences. Okay, and I'm going to use your example in this. You said you have a preference. Earlier, you said you were a tall sister, right? So an average guy might not work for you based on your preferences, because the average man in the United States is 5'9". Just letting you know right now. The average man in the United States is 5'9". So everybody that's 6 foot and taller, they're they're X-Men. They're just some kind of freakish human being. Okay. Average man's 5'9". Okay. I'm just letting y'all know this is a rule. Look it up. If you don't believe me, Google everything we say today to make sure. Okay. Now, is that also the same thing as saying if he has to be tall, right?
I didn't say that though. I said I have preferences. That doesn't mean that those are deal breakers.
Okay, well, not you.
But go ahead.
My friend, two seats over next to you, makes it very clear he has to be tall, 6'5" or better. Okay, gotta be. Now, audience, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that body shaming?
No, we're not walking around telling every little short man that they not nothing. If we want a tall man, that's not body shaming.
Whoa.
Whoa. Go ahead, Kofa.
Whoa. Is that body shaming? Okay, wait. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. We're saying that no, the women are saying no, it's a preference. Okay. If it's a preference, then can a man have a preference that says, I want a woman that looks a certain way, that's shaped a certain way, right? But is that body shaming? Am I body shaming a woman if I say she has to be a certain size, a certain weight? I'm asking questions. Okay, hold on. Y'all gonna stop pointing y'all fingers at me.
If you say you don't want a woman that's overweight, that's not body shaming a woman who is overweight unless you say, no, it's not.
Okay.
If you say, woman, you
Hold
overweight
on,
woman, you're worthless, you're nothing, you're this, that would be body shaming. To say what your preference is not body shaming.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Now listen, we can sing together, but we can't all talk together. We can sing the same song, but we can't all talk together. Okay. Sir.
So we gotta stop being disingenuous. I'm 5'6". I have heard all my life, specifically from sisters, that guess what? You're a good dude, but you're too short. I want to feel feminine. I want to jump in my man's arms. So women don't hesitate to tell brothers that. And when women tell us what they want, it's a preference. When we say it like, you can tell me I'm too short. I can't tell you that you're too wide. You can tell me that I don't have enough dollars, but I can't tell you got too many kids.
Uh-oh.
So we get into the preference. Hold on, let me finish.
Wait a minute. But it's a preference. Come on, wait a minute now.
Let me.
It's a preference. Right? It's a preference. Hold on. Repeat it again, brother. Repeat it again.
So again, I'm going to say it again for the people online. You can tell me I'm too short. I can't tell you you're too wide.
Too wide.
You can tell me that I don't have enough dollars, but I
Enough
can't
money.
tell you that you got too many children.
Too many kids.
So this like we got to be genuine about this. Again, everybody in this room is grown. The majority of people that raise their hand, they have been married before. So you're coming with additional children. I'm going to break it down like this since we talked about the money piece, the business piece. If you're a woman and you're a business, then you're a business. Your kids are your subsidiaries of that business.
Children do not bring value. They are a drain on resources. So if I am a man and I'm a business, my children are also my subsidiary. They don't bring resources. However, we know that we get told as men that we need to be the leaders. So it's not a partner thing. It's not a merger thing even when we get together. As a man, because I'm supposed to be the leader, breadwinner, whatever, I am acquiring you because I'm expected to take care of you plus your children, and you're probably judging me on off of how well I take care of my children. My children are at somebody else's house. I still got to take care of my children plus yours. And a lot of women don't understand that. So to go back to Sis's point earlier, there are a lot of bitter men. Y'all don't take into account what so many men have been through. I'm going to fall on my sword. I'm one of the single brothers in the room. I have bought a ring. I have began to watch a baby grow in a woman that I put the baby there, and she just decided she wanted to have an abortion. That is gut-wrenching for a man. So a lot of the anger, a lot of the hurt that y'all are hearing is coming from a real place. Stop just saying, oh, y'all bitter because she didn't want to dance with you back in high school. All that silly type of stuff like that. Men go through real things. When we leave a relationship, when there's a breakup, especially in a marriage, you get money as a woman. You get paid to leave. We leave with our resources, giving up money, giving up time. We lose our families, and a lot of brothers are hurt. And there's a lot of men that don't want to talk about it because when we do, it's used as a weapon in the next argument that we're having with our women. But we don't like to talk about it. We make it seem like it's always on the men. And for brothers like myself, again, I've had the proposal denied. I've had the baby aborted, broke me down, kicked my heart through the field goal. But I'm supposed to pick myself up as a man, go to the next relationship and not take that. And I've done that over and over and over and over. But we listening again to the women, y'all never say what type of man you have given so much to. So when you say that, hey, I don't want this and the next dude got to do better and all that, all of a sudden it's a preference. If I say, hey, I'm not going through this hurt again, I got to vet the hell out of you. Now I'm bitter, I'm angry, who hurt you? And I'm looking around the room, it's all black folks. So to answer that question, who hurt us? Black women. But y'all don't want to take accountability for that.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
They love you in the chat,
okay.
Kofa. They love you
All
in
right.
the chat.
Can I say something real quick?
Whoa. I got, hold on.
I'm not either.
Can I give me, Firecracker over here is about to do, she's doing cartwheels in a chair. I don't even know it's possible. She did a front flip in the chair. I don't know why. So I'm going to let her respond. I'm going to give her a little something. Okay, here we go. 2 minutes.
I'm going to try to make this 2 minutes because I know I did 10 last time. Brother, thank you. Because in all respect to what it is, you're exactly right. We got to meet y'all where we want to meet, what we want to balance ourselves. Sister, I respect what you're saying. You said you're 34? I'm 52.
Uh-oh.
My daughters are your age. And I understand what you're trying to perceive as far as men is concerned. And this is not like directly, we're just communicating.
Black don't crack for real.
So don't
Black
take
does not
anything I
crack
take
for
offensively. You're a beautiful black queen. But I respect our men. Meet them where they at. They expect the same things we do. Now, I want to go back to the original statement. Do we want traditional or modern? Today is tri-mod because I'm a traditional and a modern woman. What that means is that tri-mod, I'm changing the format, yes.
Okay, because
I cook, I clean, but I work.
some of us be on social media.
So,
Trauma means something else.
Yeah, no, I'm letting you know what it is. I'm giving you the definition of it is. If I'm implementing it, I'm making something new.
Okay.
I cook, I clean, and I work. And I provide for my household.
Okay.
But men are exactly right. They want the same things we want. Why? Women, stop. First of all, why are you expecting more of them than you are of yourselves? That's the key question. Why are you expecting men to do more than you are of yourselves? Let me say this. I give accolades and understand what you're saying about a man meeting you you want to be able to have the stability, the travel, and all that stuff. I'm trying to make it 2 minutes. I promise. I did.
You
10.
trying.
I'm down to 30 seconds. Okay. And I get that.
Boom,
But let me tell you,
boom,
I'm going to use
boom,
myself
boom,
an example because I'm
boom,
very transparent. I'm very
boom,
communicative.
boom,
I come from
boom.
DC. I came to Atlanta. I had it. It's a downgrade in this sense because I came from 6 figures to now I'm making less than that. And being in the dating world, I'm not meeting men that balance that. So I'm at the same place that y'all at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a man that will meet me where I'm at, and I'm trying to get back to where I used to be. But it takes you have to know your place. You have to be open to balance. Like I said, if y'all all take out y'all phones right now and Google black love, understand that meaning. It says yielding to understand that person at where they at and understand the individualism to receive so you have a balance. And I'm trying to tell you that balance is everything. Forget the Mr. Perfect, the Mr. Right Now. Balance yourself. I got a Honda Accord Sport. I want to balance y'all where y'all at because we can grow together to get a Range Rover if y'all want to talk about cars. We can grow together to get 6 figures if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But I want a man that wants to grow with me. I'm not looking for you to be having this and that.
Yeah.
How can I expect a man to have 6 figures and say, okay, baby, now you take care of me? I'm the exception. I'm the unicorn. Would he call you a unicorn, baby? I'm a unicorn too.
Okay.
And I'm 52 in this game. That's called seasoned.
Okay. Come on,
but
DC. Come on.
but let me
Come
get
on.
off the phone.
Come
Let
on.
me get
Come
off.
on. Come on. Let me go.
I'll come back.
You're holding that microphone a little too tight.
But
You
I'm
hold
gonna
it-
pass the mic. But
Okay.
y'all know I'm heated, so we gonna carry it on.
Okay.
Damon, I'm a.
Oh, she gave it to me.
Oh, hold on. Just hold that.
You got it.
It's some more fire over here. Come on.
Shut up.
Come on.
I'm going
Now.
to be really quick, I promise.
Rule
Um,
exception.
right.
Rule exception.
You
Go.
all started out
Go.
talking about the body shaming. I have been full figured all my life.
Yes, Lord.
Little waist, big behind. Growing up in high school, I got teased for my shape. The shape that I was teased all my life about is considered the beauty form now. Society, as we were speaking,
That's true.
has set the norm for what is acceptable or for what is beautiful. Going back to 20, 25-year, 30-year class reunion, my inbox is full with guys I was in love with. You can tell me what period I had, what class, but they were afraid because society told them
Boom.
how I was shaped then was not acceptable,
Boom.
but it's loved now. That's one thing. The other thing is about being average. I personally don't mind you being average. My father, it's called an engineer now, but he was called a mechanic back then. And we never needed for anything. My father was a provider, and my mom owned her own business. She was a cosmetologist. My mom was probably making $60,000 in the 70s.
Ooh.
The other thing you all talked about was a hurt. And I'm not trying to be ugly, and I'm a single mom of an African-American male. He's doing very well now, and I'm proud of him. And he's under 30 and making more than what average is. But you talked about being hurt. If you honestly think about it, black males, your mama was the first person who hurt you. And we will not realize that. We set our moms up as being exceptions, but a lot of things we like and we dislike in women, we use our mom as the guideline for it. And women do it too, but more so men do. So if you're going to talk about it, and that's what I asked, what makes us choose those particular people? Me being in the environment I'm in, I don't mind blue-collar worker men because I was raised where they were still providers. But I think my exception is with my mom, and I'm going to be short. This is it. My grandfather, my mom's dad, left my grandmother with 12 kids. She had 11 and was pregnant with the 12th. And my mom's mindset was to always have her own, which is where I got mine from. But what I did not realize was my mom made my dad miserable because she was making him pay for what my grandfather had done. So even though he was a provider and he's 88 now and he is the exception to the rule, Damon, when you were talking about exceptions, we have to go back and look where their original hurt started.
Where it started.
And a lot of us, it started at home. It's not the women who have done it to you. And I'm finished.
So
Okay. Hold on. I got you. I promise.
all right. So I ain't done.
Okay.
I said I was gonna say. I'm gonna say.
We
I'm
told
saying,
you
I got
to
some
finish.
more.
We told you that earlier.
So
You
there
weren't
was a guy named Kevin Samuels who took the internet
Oh,
world
Lord.
by storm.
Oh,
right?
Lord. Oh, Lord.
And the thing about it is for the last 30 plus years, all we hear is women yakking all day, all the time, every day. Men have sat back and collected data. And so now we got this guy named Kevin Samuels that came out. He gave a voice to men. And we've been saying it, but we hadn't said it collectively. And so you're wondering why all this pushback is because we've collected that data. We look at you and we say, okay, so what is the difference between what you're telling us and what we want out of you? So what do you want from me? You want somebody who's stable. You want somebody who grows with you, whatever those things, however you color that in for yourself. But the thing about it is that we want those same things from you. It's not good enough just to come with a pretty face and a big butt. It really is not. And if you think that's all it's going to take, you are sorely mistaken. Because I can tell you right now, I have the woman who I'm dating right now. Yeah, I like big butts and wide hips.
I
I
like
do.
big
If you
butts,
got it,
but
we
I cannot
good.
lie.
But the thing about it is that is not what made her. It really wasn't. Because I done dated the one with the flat butt. I done dated the one with no hips. All I'm telling you is that you got to go down to character. And the thing is that we've sat back and we've heard women, and honestly, a lot of black women have taken on a fight that is not theirs. Black women have worked with black men. They was picking cotton together. That black man became a butler. She became a maid. He got a job cleaning floors. She got a job typing up documents. And now we're still continuing at the same level, going at the same pace. But somehow we fighting each other, talking about he needs to be a breadwinner. He needs to come in with all this other stuff or what have you. But what is she coming with? You know? That's what I say.
I've got both mics in my hand. I got both mics in my hand, so you know what that means. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay, when we started, we shouted out all our vendors, but one of our vendors came a little late, so I want to make sure I shout them out. That's all I'm trying to do, make sure that they get their shine. In this corner over here, the teal blue, I pour, you drink. Now I call them adult Capri Suns. That's what I call them. You can make the difference. You understand what I mean when I say an adult Capri Sun, right? Okay, they make adult Capri Suns. They're a mobile bartending business, and they serve specialty drinks. Specialty drinks. Y'all finish the thing. No, I'm coming back to you. No, I'm coming back to you. Hold it. Take a deep breath and hold it. Take a deep breath. I gotta. You remember, I gotta warm up this side of the room. This side of the room is cold. All right, here you go. This side of the room is cold. This side of the room is cold.
I feel you guys on that, but I am a six-figure
Hold
woman.
on. We can't hear.
I am a six-figure woman, and I hate when guys come to me and want me to step down.
Hold on, sister. Hold on. There's a lot of fire. Hold on. First of all, make sure the mic is on.
Okay.
Because you got all the energy with the neck, the eyeliner.
Yes.
You start. You blinking so hard, we don't know if we need to wave at you or what's going on over here. Okay.
Baby.
All right, you got it. Okay.
I'm cool, baby.
All right, go for
I'm
it.
55, and I am a six-figure woman.
Six figure.
Six
Wait,
figure,
hold on.
baby.
Let's go back over here.
Six-figure truck driver.
Oh, truck driver, damn.
Yes, baby. And my thing
ain't never
is,
home.
guys want me to humble down to them, but you ain't coming with nothing. And then you work too much. But
There
I
it
ain't calling
is.
you until you pay my phone bill.
There it is.
But the thing is, these guys want to ghost you when they find out who you are. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with a grown man now, but y'all are sorry. I'm sorry, not here, but I get. I'm sorry, guys. Let me, excuse me, guys. Let me rephrase that. I am finding guys that want to play games like they're in high school. We're not in high school. I'm grown. I can tell you what I like and what I don't like. You tell me what you don't like and don't like.
Okay. Let me see that. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Before we respond, hold on. Okay, crowd. We talking about the what is this right here? This is the what? Rule, right? And that's the okay, she's talking about an exception, right? The rule and exception, okay? Cause you just said every man in this room was sorry. All right, hold on. Somebody's pointing. Somebody pointing. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to start off with a baseline because I think some people in the room feel like, some of us don't respect black men. I respect black men. I'm actually a life coach, and men are drawn to me for healing. And I talk to men all the time and help them with whatever their needs are. So I just wanted to get a baseline there. And I think that this room is kind of a reflection of the state of relationships between black men and black women. It's a battle of the sexes when it doesn't have to be. We can listen to each other and not talk at each other and feel like we have to compete with who hurt who worse. Let's talk. Like we were on the, like he said, we've always been in it together. We was on the slave ships together. It wasn't just black men. Black women was chained right next to y'all. So we are not each other's enemy. That's why I want to start. But as I was saying earlier, I don't feel like there's any problem with any side having a preference. It's not, you don't have to meet your match just based off of those preferences. It is about character. But when you said something about black men are hurt by black women, that's what is reflected on how a lot of black men are showing up, but it's also black women are showing up that way as well. When I said some black men are bitter, I'm not saying that some black women aren't, because there are a lot of black women who are bitter and speaking from a place of hurt. And I think all of us need to dive deep into our healing journey and find out who hurt us. And like this woman said, it starts with childhood. We can start with childhood, and then we can go into past relationships, and all of that has to be uncovered and unrooted. So you can do your own personal healing so we can stop battling each other. We're not each other's enemy. We don't have to be. If we just listen to each other and what we're saying, we can come to some type of agreement.
Okay, it's this side of the room. This side of the room. I'm a little. Okay, yeah, Mike. And that mic behind you. Behind you. Thank you. All right, come on, Mike.
Check. Okay, so I'm gonna address this to the young lady who said it starts. Your mother is the first person that hurt you. I'm gonna tell you something, baby. Cookie didn't hurt me at all. Cookie raised 2 strong black boys by herself. You understand me? Working 2 jobs. We was the latchkey kids. Come home, lock the door, and don't unlock it again till your mama get home from work. Now, I'm not dead. I'm not in jail. I'm not on drugs. So by the time I was 21, I had beat a whole lot of odds. So when we come into a room, and I'm not talking about this room, and we're talked to as if we're children, as if our maturity level is not the same, that is starting out 100% disrespectful. So we just gonna start with that. So now next I'm gonna go into this. If you take a single man and a single woman and you put them in a relationship, the expectations of a man and a woman, the expectations of a man becomes more, because now I have to do more than I did when I was single. And when I was by myself, I have more responsibilities, be it physical or financial. It's more when the expectation of a woman is actually less. So I'm here to make your job easier. I'm here to make it a little easier for you. And I've also taken on your set of issues and everything else. And that is one thing that is blanketly not respected, because my mental capacity has now, the expectation is it is to double, because I got to make sure my woman is good. If she got kids, I got to make sure her kids are good. I got to make sure my kids are good. I got to make sure my mama good. I got to make sure her mama's good. So when you enter a relationship with a real man, and let's keep it right there, with a real man, that's what he's going to do organically. He's going to offer you everything that he has, everything that is within his realm of capability to do for you. He is going to do that, and he is not going to ask anything of you for that. He's not going to say, oh, because I take on these responsibilities, you need to do something extra. You need to add to this. You need to add to that. 90% of the time, if you go walk through the mall, most of the people who work in the mall are ladies. They are not above $50,000 a year. But if we meet a nice young woman that works behind the counter at the mall, we ain't saying, well, baby, how much you pulling over here? You know what I'm saying, behind the fragrance counter at Macy's. We're interested in you. We're interested in you. But you need to know how much we make so that we can contribute to where you're lacking, where you can't pick up. It's so many, and any single man out here will understand this, and it doesn't stop at the 20s or 30s. There are so many women out here who are saying, well, what do you do? What do you do? Because I have this responsibility. I have that responsibility. Can you help me with this? Can you help me? Baby, you had a phone bill before you met me. You had rent before you met me. If you can't make your rent, you can't make your phone bill, what was you doing before me? And how you gonna do it when I'm gone? Because when you put me in that position, what if somebody comes that can pay your rent and your phone bill without question? So that means my position is now null and void. So I want to play. I'm saying this to place this on your mind and allow me to digress. When you say black women are the most educated, that is not true. Women are the most educated. We are 13% of society. And that has been since we got off the slave ship. We are 13% of society. So 13% of black women are more educated. So now if we want to go with more educated women, if we go with the white woman, then, oh, see, there you go. You over here with the white women. But now we talking about education. So when you want to put something on education, then we can now go in that direction because, hey, y'all are taking up. Meet people where they are in their life. If it's something that doesn't fit you, this is not Build-A-Bear. I'm not trying to make you something that you're not. So don't try to make me something that I'm not. If you're not willing to meet people where they are, it is never going to work out. It is never going to be to your benefit, and you will continuously go from relationship to relationship.
All right, hold on 1 second. Real quick. I know. I heard her back there. Real quick. Okay, reiterate real quick. I got to acknowledge some folks in the room. So, I've got Peaches from Tatted Smoke. Where you at, Peaches? Okay. I got Stacy from the Smoke Collection. Where you at? Good. Keep clapping. I got Cactus Beauty Bar over here. We got extra products over here. I've got the Hat Man over in the corner there. Hat Man over there. I've got I Pour You Drink over here. Dope Capri Suns. All right. I've got a couple people in here. I've got the Ebony Ash Society in here. Good stuff. I've got our friends from Cigar Porn in the house. I see a couple Cigar Porn shirts in the house. Good. Awesome. I've got who? Oh, Rowdy the Red Pill. Okay. Now, before we move, yeah, you know she'll fight. She's from DC. She'll fight you. All right. Before we move any further, I want you guys to acknowledge somebody really important. There's a gentleman standing by the bar here in a red sweatshirt. This is Chris, one of the owners of the Hellfest. He made this possible, so give him a shout out. Give him a shout out. Good. And then I want you to shout out the young lady working hard behind the bar. That's Cricket back there, taking care of all your needs back there. Hope you take care of Cricket. And then last but not least, this beautiful room behind me that's all lit out. It's called a humidor. It's full of cigars. Please take one with you before you leave. Thank you very much. I'm not forgetting you. Our cigar vendor today is Lascivious Cigars in the white hat. Raise your hand, Lascivious. Okay. Lascivious is running a deal right now. If you buy 2 cigars, you get 1 free. Again, buy 2 cigars, get 1 free. All right, awesome. Sold out already. Oh, Maduro sold out. Okay, good. I love it. All right. Good. You liked it? Okay, awesome. All right. I have this young lady right here whose voice we have not heard yet today. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. Come on. Now, don't say nothing that she's going to say.
I'm not going to say
Thank
nothing
you.
she's going to say. Sometimes we don't even agree on certain things,
Good,
but it's okay.
Good.
But I am going to say, Mike, I agree with beating people at where they are. But I am going to say, when I walked through the door today, and I seen so many men sitting down and women walk through the door, and not one stood up and said, hey, here's a seat. Listen, I'm just saying me. Now, I don't have to, these are my standards, because my daddy raised me. My daddy said, you know, this is the old days. I don't know nothing about nothing else, but I do know this, is that when a man stands up and a woman sit down, that's where I'm from. That's just my old days. I can't discard that lady's experience of her saying a black man is not a good man and all of that. But I can say this, is that we have to have our own standards. And if we lose those in a relationship, then that's the problem. When you keep your standards, and we have to learn that even if a normal man, her average man may not be my average man.
So I can't discard her average man, but she can't discard mine. We judge so much in this industry, even in Black America, period. We judge each other based off of what we do, how we look, what we going through, all that. And you have to learn to meet people where they are. And don't discard them because they choose what they choose. They choose it. That's their choice. I'm saying that is their choice, and I can't judge them because they chose that. Listen, if you don't want to get up and let me sit down, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I know to sit my butt wherever I need to sit down at. That part.
I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. New voice, new voice. Talk to me.
Okay, so I'm up in age. I'm almost 60, you know, but in that period, I've been through a lot of like everybody, a lot of relationships up and down. But what I do realize is this: everything, as far as relationships, we have this ideal of what it should look like, and every relationship is not the same for everyone. That the face of relationship has changed so much. Yeah, you might have two people that make money. You might have one that makes some and the other one doesn't. Michelle Obama said this. She said, there's never a point in a relationship where both people are at 100%. She said that some days somebody's going to be at 100%, and at other times somebody will be at 30%. And you flip-flop that as you go through a relationship. But don't fault the sister that may have a man that doesn't make as much money because, that works for her and it works for them. They might be vice versa, whatever you like, but whatever works, because sometimes the best relationship is the one that doesn't fit the mold. It doesn't fit the mold, and you can see somebody and think they should be with this person or that person, but you got to be with someone that is perfect for you and you're perfect for them. That the balance has to be there. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. The balance, the balance, the balance, the balance. All right, over here, this has been quiet, especially you two right here. Y'all been quiet the whole time. See, I know y'all too, so I need you to give me some tidbits of wisdom. Give me some tidbits of wisdom. Come on, give me some advice for people who drive trucks who need their phone bill paid. I need you to give me some advice. Give me some advice. How do we make it work? How do we make it work? Give me some advice. Give me some advice. Give me some advice. No. Do I own the phone? No. Give me some advice. Go ahead.
I have been married before, and it wasn't the best thing for me. And when I realized that I need to get out, I got out. But what I can say, when I went into the dating pool after I worked on me, that was the biggest key. Was when I came out of my divorce, it wasn't all about what he did wrong. It was about what I had to work on for me to make myself better for whatever God had made for me.
Clap for self-improvement.
I had the whole ideal of what I wanted. He should be this, he should be that. And that wasn't what I needed. But I can tell you, when I did come across the man that God made for me, a whole different experience was opened up to me. And even though, yeah, he was in his place of where he was in life, and I was in my place, we've come together and made it work. But I tell all my girlfriends, the difference is I'm with my friend now. I am with my best friend. We can hang out. He can go out by himself. I can go out with my girlfriends. We have a good time when we together. We have a good time when we are apart. The biggest thing I tell everybody is work on you first. Work on you first because we're not perfect.
Okay.
There are some errors in every single one of us that you need to figure out what it is about you that makes you valuable to whatever that relationship is. Whether it's your friendships, your co-workers, whatever it is, work on you first.
Okay, that's some good advice. Good advice. Please hand me that. Hand me that before somebody try to get it. Okay, thank you. You know somebody over there is hot for it. All right, all right. So good. We've talked about. Oh man. Oh hey. This is our one of our vendors got something to say. I like it. Come on, brother. Talk to us.
Hi, I'm Broderick.
Wait. You Brian
Hi,
from where?
I'm
From
Broderick.
where? Roderick from where? From where?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia. I've
but
been
you
here in
work-
Atlanta since 1993.
you
I'm
here
the
with
Cactus Beauty Bar.
There we go.
Y'all come by and support me. Y'all get a chance today. I've been married for 25 years.
Whoa! Stop! Another black man married for a long time. I love it.
All right,
I love it.
25 years when I met my wife. She was the breadwinner, and I didn't make a lot of money, so she carried the load. The roles shifted. Then I carried the load for a long time and allowed her to pursue a lot of ventures that she wanted to pursue. We've traveled the world. We've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? The roles then flipped again. Now she the breadwinner again. Now I'm on the bottom of the totem pole. So you know what I'm saying? I work for her. So that's all good. And I'm just saying that to say that, when you get with somebody, and I'm just been sitting back and listening to everybody, you just don't know how much your childhood and what you see, what you grow up with affects how you what you bring to a relationship. My wife came from a very stable two-parent home, two college-educated parents, very affluent. I came from a single-parent home, raised by my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of the years, we find a way to balance that, you know what I'm saying? And to make that work, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go too deep right now, but I mean, you got to be patient. And then for those of you who say, well, I don't know what I'm looking for. I want to get this man. Well, how do you know if you don't give him an opportunity? How do you know if you don't talk to him, if you don't date him and you don't get to know him? I mean, after a few dates, if y'all's if what you believe in don't align with what he believe in, then you need to keep it moving. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? The way you were reared, maybe he wasn't reared that way. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be you just got to give people an opportunity. You got to give people an opportunity.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so listening to everyone in here, we can definitely see where the problems lie when it comes to relationships. But I think we need to dive into the fact that it's been said a couple times, everything starts in the home. We need our fathers to stay home, of course, okay? We are the king of the castle. We make a lot of decisions, but however, it can be misguided. I think that as we can, like I said, we hear all the problems that we have. We need to teach our kids, this next generation, what this is all about. Now, we like to, teach our girls to, reserve themselves, try to hold themselves for the right man. But I think we need to do the same thing to our men. Most of our black men young men don't know that we have the power to change every other culture on the face of this earth. All right? One third of our blood, and they're considered black. So we already know the power with that. So, people get mad at me, especially women, because when I say, look, they ask who am I, and I say, look, I'm a god. I'm a king. I respect myself. Okay? Right. So we need to, but that's not what we're teaching our kids. Whether it be a single mother trying to do this, do the thing, or our fathers just basically running off doing whatever. But I think that when we teach our young men the power that they have, the problems that we have today wouldn't even exist, or at least most of them wouldn't. So that's just my 3 cents short of being a nickel.
Give it that microphone. Thank you. All right. Oh, so hold on. And I've been talking about men that have been married for so long. So, sir, tell me your name and tell me how long you've been married.
My name is not important. Y'all ain't blasting me on that little thing called social media.
Hold it closer.
I'm 71. Yep. I've been married 43 years. But what makes it work? Compromise.
Compromise. All right. Good. Y'all missed that last part. That's the young lady in the doorway that has the same shirt on as me. That's his daughter. Yeah. Give it up. All right. Shout out to that. All right. I got some closing. Oh, you got turned on? Turn it on. Go.
All right. So I'll chime in one more time. I think we talked a little bit about the hurt, the relationships we've gone through, the childhood things. A lot of us bring those hurts and traumas. And the young lady who said it over here, work on yourself. I think I'd like to put it in an acronym, AIM. Awareness is the A. When we start becoming self-aware of those traumas, we stop acting out of them, letting them drive us, and start healing them. That helps a lot. Secondly, we become aware of what we really want to create, the intention of who we want to be with, like preferences, all that stuff we talked about. When we get clear on that, what we want, that standard, somebody said it over there, it actually becomes our map, and we stop getting in relationships that don't meet that map. It's like sometimes we go backwards. We find somebody and try to see, are they the one, instead of being clear on what we want and seeing if they match up to it, right? So it's that clarity of our intention, what we want to create in a relationship. And then also in that intention, instead of looking at surface things like form, like what form it comes in, how much money and all this, we need to look at quality, function. What's the function? What's the quality of the person we want? Instead of looking at the surfacey things. And then we can find those people who align with that. And then the last thing is manifestation. The M. We start manifesting situations and get out of situations that don't align with that intention. We start manifesting those things in ourselves when we get clear on who we want to be. That, to me, we take aim and we actually start manifesting relationships who we want to be. We show up in the world and we attract those people who match that.
Okay, good. All right, I got another new voice here. Another new voice. Come on now.
Hello. Basically, you said in your last sentence exactly what I was going to say. Anything you seek outside of you, you first have to have. And so we got to stop trying to find our peace in other people. We got to stop requiring, oh, I want someone who's healed when we haven't done the healing, right? So if you want somebody with integrity, somebody that values boundaries, what are you presenting? And so that's really just all I have to say. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Now, you know it wouldn't be right.
I was told to ask how many go to counseling too. It's very important.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and put that on the floor. We advocate that every person who's African American and grew up in America or in the country or in the world somewhere, if you make it to the age of 35, you need to go to therapy. All y'all need to go to therapy. If you make age 35, you have had some traumatic experiences and you probably need to go to therapy and work them out. Let's just say that across the board so nobody's feelings will be hurt. Wait, I'm sorry. Somebody in here was 34. Who's 34? 34, yeah. So if you made it to 35, I think you should go talk to somebody because it's probably
Don't
some
wait
stuff
until
you
you're 35.
Yeah, don't wait. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this begrudgingly, painfully. I'm gonna do this. Y'all just bear with me here. I'm gonna do this just because I think it's only necessary to end this thing off right. I'm gonna do this thing. I really don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it'll only be right if I don't do it.
It's not painful.
All right,
I
here we
just
go.
wanted to expound on this beautiful woman right here that was speaking on the hurts that men have received from their childhood. Let me make sure I say this correctly. You said the hurts that they received from their mothers, right? So I'm one of those that received hurt from my father, right? So therefore, understandably, men and women, again, I will say, men and women want the same thing. And when we have the hurts too, we instead of trying to fill voids, we need to find a way to, and I expound on what she stated, find your own happiness. Seek yourself. Look into yourself. Work on yourself. Because you're going to exuberate those things in relationships that you now try to attach yourself to, the expectations you want from people. This is why we lead to those things. You want that man to be what your father wasn't or your brothers weren't. And I'm my only child, but stepbrothers. But, you know, coming from pains, molestation, or whatever the case may be, you're looking to fill voids when you really need to work on yourself to be able to balance a man. So we can't expect our men to absorb their hurts and their pains and be able to say, okay, now I can take you full-fledged in your relationship, when you too have not worked through your own understanding. And there lies why where a lot of us are either single, or you find the frustration in relationships, or you can't have the manifestation, or you can't have the understanding because you don't know where you are. My key thing that in this is that women stop expecting men to fill the voids or have the expectation of men when you don't know where you're at. Work on yourself because yourself is most important.
Yay! Woo! Yes. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, new voice. New voice. I ain't gonna walk all the way right now. Pass this microphone to Mike.
Well said, beautiful queen. And I just want to add to that, you know, in my line of business, we say, you know, when it comes to that oxygen mask, put your mask on first. And that goes in every area of life. You know, we as women, we think we can go into a relationship and fix somebody. We have to fix ourselves first. And men feel the same way sometimes in a relationship. So instead of us trying to fix somebody else in a relationship, let's put our own mask on first. And then you assist that person next to you. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Cool side of the room. Cool side of the room. Good. I'm not trusting Trucker no more. She's not getting the mic no more. Is anybody in here want to pay a phone bill? I'm just putting this out here. If anybody wants to donate to a phone bill, see the young lady in the back with the green shirt on. If anybody, it's just $200. I don't know what it comes along with. I'm sure there's a benefit program with it. If you pay the $200, I'm not sure. She made it very clear that if anyone wants to pay a phone bill, anybody's into paying phone bills, see the young lady. And you don't have to worry about it. She's a truck driver. She's never going to be home. You just pay the phone bill. She'll be fine. She'll be good to go. All right. Hold on. I got Miss Educated. I know I got to get something from you. Come on, give me some. Oh, okay, so we walked around the whole corner. We've talked about how we get into these relationships. We talked about modern versus traditional. We've talked about basically what we came to find out is that everybody in here is different. And everybody comes to the table with their own stuff. And you got to find somebody that's willing to deal with your stuff, right? But, or better yet, everybody comes in here with baggage, right? Now, the key is who's going to sit with you and help you unpack those bags. That's what we're talking about, babe. Can we agree on that? I like us to walk away agreeing on some things and not be divisive and fighting with one another, right? So we want to find somebody who wants to be your partner, not your possession, right? Your partner, then not your dependent, right? We want to find somebody that we can partner with that, you know, we talked about being an average man. We talked about, you know, average women. We talked about average. Sometimes it takes an average man to meet the right woman to become above average. Maybe he just needs the right woman in his life. So there's a lot of things that I think that we've discovered. Have I missed anything? If I've missed anything, we'll do that the next time. But, oh, over here. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on. Oh, I got more time. Okay, cool.
So one thing I want to say that nobody has talked about yet is communication. Because we all communicate differently. Men definitely communicate different than women do. Women communicate different than men. Now, my background, I was married for 10 years, ex-military, went to college, miseducation, graduated. But the thing about it is we don't communicate, and that's one of our biggest problems. And where men say, well, he doesn't talk to me. That's not true. I will say this. I'm not going to say that's not true. But the average man in a relationship, when there is a problem, he does communicate if he can talk. But the thing is, you as women have to be able to listen and decipher what he is saying. I'm not saying that he's talking in code, but you may not understand what he's saying, but he's telling you. Sometimes you got to ask a follow-up question to get deeper. And men, we need to do the same for our women. But nobody has talked about communication. And communication is the key to any relationship. Even if it's a platonic relationship, if it's your side piece, ladies don't act like y'all ain't got no side pieces. But no, even then, but the whole thing is, I just said that to get a rise out of y'all. But
I think we got our next topic.
No. But out of all honesty and keeping it real, we don't communicate. We don't talk. And we don't know how to listen. You have to listen to each other. And even if he tell you something that may make you upset, shut up and let them get it out, because 9 times out of 10, y'all will figure it out right then and there.
Yeah, tell you what
Some
you
people
know.
gonna walk away hurt, but don't let the hurt stop the communication. Because sometimes you gotta have painful conversations to solve the problem.
Yes. Yeah, EAS, that's the Ebony Ash Society. So the key to that is that communicate clearly to your side piece. That's what we got from that. Make sure your side piece understands that when my wife calls you, don't answer the phone or say, "Thank you for calling AT&T. How can I help you?" All right.
I
Come
have a
on.
question. I'm a single mom. Is there any single parents, like moms and dads in here? And my question is, are you actually happy in your being single?
Okay, let's rewind up. I want to make sure we get the question right.
No,
okay.
I am a single. I am a single mom.
Okay.
And I'm actually happy.
You're
I'm
happy
being single.
in your singlehood.
And my
Okay,
singlehood.
that's
So
what we're
are
saying.
there
That's the
any
question.
single dads and moms here? And then you better not say nothing. Don't say nothing. And I'm single. Period. Like I've raised mine on my own.
So your question is,
but
of the single men and women that are
they
parents
actually
in the
happy?
room,
Yeah.
are they happy in their singlehood?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Survey. If you are a single parent in this room, raise your hand if you are happy in your singlehood. This room is got one. I got 2, 3. Notice there's only men. Oh, okay, there's a woman. Okay, men. You put your hand down. Did you mean to put your? Are you happy in your singlehood? That's what I'm asking. Oh, single period. Okay, we're taking the parents off the table. Okay, let's do this for purposes. If you are a single person in here, that means non-married. Raise your hand. If you're single in here, non-married, single, non-married, raise your hand. Single, non-married, raise your hand. Okay, good, good, good. Single, non-married, single, non-married, single, non-married. Okay, everybody see the hands. Everybody see the hands. Okay, see the hands. One more time. I'll do this one more time for everybody, because when the music comes on, I want you to know which direction to walk in. Okay. Raise your hand if you are a single, non-married person. Non-married person. Okay. Now, keep your hands up. Now, here's the thing. Keep your hands up. If you're single, but somebody else thinks they're in a relationship with you, put your hand down. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. I got to clarify. This is Atlanta. It's Atlanta. I got to clarify, because some of us are single, right? Some of us are single, but somebody else thinks that they're in a relationship with you, right? Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, all right. All right. Good. No. Okay. Single. Single. Okay. Good. Good. Single. Single. Okay. People that are single, are you happy? I think that's the question you asking. Maybe I think the real question you're asking: are you comfortable in your singlehood? Okay, and I'm guaranteeing you that everybody is gonna say yes. I don't know one person's gonna be like, nah, I ain't happy in my singlehood. So let me ask this backup question. Listen. We know there is nothing you can say. We know about this over here. We got this. We know. We know. Now, here's the real question you're asking. Real question you're answering. Okay. If you are single, do you desire to be unsingle? That's the real question. Do you desire to be unsingle? I know I made up a whole term. Unsingle, but that because a lot of people are single. You are already in that situation, so you need to be happy in whatever situation you're in. If you're married, you should be happy if you're single. But the real question is, if you are single, do you no longer want to be single? Because some people enjoy being single. Some people have been single for so long that they don't know how to function in a relationship. They're like, no, because I put the forks and spoons. They don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to deal with it. Other people are single and they're like, if I could just meet somebody who can just meet me halfway, who can just afford to pay $200 so my phone will, I'm sorry, my bad. If I could just meet somebody, who can be my partner, and I think that's what we're looking for now. See, when you get to a certain age, all that stuff when you was 20 don't matter no more. It ain't, hey, listen. I just want to make sure that they can walk, they can talk, they got most of their teeth. They got a job. Hopefully they got a place to stay. Oh, see, okay, all right. I'm coming to you. It don't matter what we talk about. Somehow, some way, somebody brings it back to money. Now listen, this lady, did you hear what this lady said? She said, yeah, he got to have a job, but he has to have a life insurance policy. You heard this over here? She out here trying to kill brothers. All right, I'm going to see you back here. So that's the, oh, you ready? Single people that want to be unsingle, that want to be desingleized, they want to be released from the singlehood. Pass that back there. Because that's the real question. Some people are single and they don't want to be single anymore. They don't want to be. They're like, I want to be married or in a relationship. I want that. I desire that. And so that's kind of drives what I do, how I move, other people are like, I'm single, and if it happens, if I bump into the person, it's cool. But if they don't, I'm still cool being by myself. Go ahead, sister, talk about it.
Okay, so what about if you enjoy being single, but you just want a companion and not necessarily want to be
like a cocker spaniel or something, a pit
well,
bull or something?
No, a companion,
A
to
companion.
travel with, hang out with, do
Okay.
good things with, but you're single and you enjoy being single. You don't want to be married.
Now I'm gonna ask the question that every man in here wants me to answer. I'm gonna ask you this question. It's not coming from me. It's coming from all the men in here. Companion is cool. Are you sleeping with this companion? Yes or no?
Well, it all depends. You could sleep with a companion. I mean, it can be a companionship with those benefits or not. It all depends on the agreement between the relationship.
So you're saying that women are okay with a companion with benefits relationship. They're cool with that.
I don't know about anybody else,
Okay,
but that's
all right.
my opinion. That's
Anybody
me.
other women in here comfortable with that? Companion with benefits? Companion with benefits. I want you to raise your hand real high so everyone can see. Companion with benefits. Gentlemen, take a snapshot of the room. Companion with benefits. Yes, man. You ready? Okay,
Hey.
I got another new voice. Got another new voice.
shit.
Hold on. Hold it. We're almost done. Almost finished. Then we're gonna get to the good part. We're gonna get to the good part.
Hey, can I say something?
Hold on.
Hey,
Go
can I
ahead.
say something?
Who's talking to me?
It's me in the back. What's going on?
Oh, my man. Okay.
Yeah, D Mays from Cigar Society of Atlanta. Up
you
in the
and then
building. Got
her.
some members up in here.
Yeah.
Cigar Society of Atlanta.
Shout
Anyway,
out.
I just wanted to say one thing. We gotta stop bashing each other on social media. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop bashing each other on social media.
Okay.
I be on
Yeah.
Clubhouse, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and only black men and black women be bashing each other. No other group do that. I'm just saying.
Stop bashing on social media. Okay. Let me get that. Ma'am, bless us.
Okay, is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree about the bashing each other. I think what we need to do is come off of social media when it comes to listening to all these relationship folks, because most of them are not in relationships themselves.
Derek
They're not.
Jackson.
And Kevin Samuels, who died on top of his preference. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. All right. No.
Shoot. How you shooting the dead? That man is
This
dead.
is my point of view. You can have that side. This is my point. But as far as the question about being happy, I am a person who is single and happy. And that was a struggle to get to single and happy. I was a single mother. My children are grown and gone now, and when they left, I got happier. Cause they're still in the pocket every now and then, but when they got grown, it's happier. But the thing is, in the time of being single, the key to getting to this happy place within yourself, I went to therapy. I learned who I was, independent of being somebody's mother, because that's a big deal. That's a part of your identity. And so when you get to a point where you're no one's mother, I woke up and I was like, who am I? What do I like? What do I want to do? And so instead of hopping into a relationship with someone, you have to give yourself that time to find out who you are and truly be happy with you as a person. Then you're able to recognize that person that wants to come into your life a whole lot better when you're healed and you're good and you're happy within yourself, versus looking for someone to come in and fill in some hole somewhere that was a mess to begin with, because you're only going to bring back in the same thing that left, because we seem to find ourselves in a pattern of running into the same person in a different body, and that's because we haven't healed that part within ourselves. Once I healed that part, I started finding and meeting a whole different level of person. and then you kind of go from there.
Okay, it's good, good. I got like two more comments, and then we're gonna get to the good part. 2 more comments, we'll get to the good part. Oh yeah, I told you some surprises now. Good part.
So I knew a lot of the moms were going to talk about being single mothers and their struggles. So as a single man, I have also been single parent, co-parent, and I got 2 girls. So I wanted to throw that out in the conversation too. The way that a lot of black men move is different when we are in that singlehood and we're looking for relationships, because many times black men do want relationships, but it's the assumption that we don't, and it's been a struggle in trying to present that family structure to my daughters. And my daughters got 2 rules. Both of them, I have a 19-year-old and a 12-year-old, and both of my girls know the rules for dating. For me, for my household, is find somebody like me or better, and I can stand on that. Find somebody like me or better and marry before you carry. So a lot of black men have more morals and standards than what we're giving, than what's being shown a lot of times. And I kind of wanted to take it back to the point of what I was talking about in dating. I just have a question for the ladies. How do y'all keep dealing with the same men, like the sister just said, in a different body? So it still comes down to type and what you like as far as the dating thing. So if, as a single man, if I'm not your type, then I'm going to continue to move in my singlehood. So the next time I try to find a relationship and things of that nature, I'm already set in my ways, kind of, so to speak. And I think that's something a lot of men are willing to massage more than the women, from what I've heard in the conversation today, and just in general. Again, not the exception. In general, what we're seeing is a lot of men that are more open to marriage and relationship, as we've seen from the men that raise their hand that are married or have been married a lot of times.
Okay, thank you. Hold that right there. Okay. When you came in the room, the young lady at the door gave you a playing card. Does anyone have a playing card? Anyone have a playing card? Yeah, they have a playing card. Good. When you came into the room, the young lady gave you a playing card. If you are a gentleman and you look at your card, it's probably a spade. Is that correct? Spade. Okay. And if you are a young lady and you have a card, it's probably the hearts. Is that correct? Hearts. Okay. Good. All right. We'll start with the ladies. If you have what card, ma'am? Okay. Who has the 7 of hearts? 7 of hearts. 7 hearts. Stand up. 7 hearts. 7 hearts. 7 hearts. Okay. So I would be remiss to have these wonderful vendors here and not offer something. So you are going to get a prize from the Cactus Beauty Bar. The Cactus Beauty Bar. You've won a prize from the Cactus Beauty Bar. 7 of hearts. Awesome. Okay, good. Clap it up. I got you. All right, gentlemen. I've got some spades. Who do I have? The 2 of spades. Who has the 2 of spades? Two of spades. 2 of spades right here. You have won a gift from I Pour, You Drink. Good. I got some hand clap. Okay, I like it. I like the sound effects. Okay. Let's go back to the hearts real quick. The 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts. 6. Oh, wow. The 6 of hearts. Okay. Well, you will go and see Stacy when we're done. You know who Stacy is? Stacy, raise your hand. Stacy, you won a gift from the Smoke Collection. All right. Good. Back to the gentleman. Another spades. Let me get another spades. It is the Jack of Spades. The Jack of Spades. Is that my only Jack of Spades in here? Yeah. You will see Peaches. Peaches, raise your hand. That's Peaches right there. You won something from the. I got 2 Jack of Spades. Okay, good. You won something from the Tatted Smoke Collection. Good. So that's Cactus. Okay. So I guess the last one is gonna be, if you have a joker, stand up. If you have a joker, stand up. All right, good. All my jokers, come on, jokers, jokers. I mean, I got three jokers. I got three jokers. Okay, I got three jokers. I got three jokers. I got three jokers. Here we go. We gotta wrestle. That's funny. All right. I mean, the ladies might like that. He want to know, do y'all want him to dance for it? Y'all want him to dance for it? No, I'm just joking. Okay. All right. So, LaRon. We gotta figure out how to pick between these three guys. So they have to pick. All right. So, you have won a gift from. She's not even paying attention. Excuse me, ma'am, with the cigars, ma'am. Hello. He's won a free gift from you. He's one of our winners. Awesome. Look how he leaned in. He like, what I get. You have won a prize from Cricket, our humidor manager. She's got a surprise for you. She's got a prize for you. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I promise it. You'll love it. And last, but certainly not least, a great conversation. Rob, I want you to go meet the man in the back corner, Mr. Hatman. He's got a surprise for you. All right, give it up. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Please. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much. Now, we came here to do a few things. The name of this event was Shop, Smoke, Social. So we've done some smoking, right? Now I want to get to some shopping. I've got some wonderful vendors out here. I want you to meet some of these people, ask them some questions about their business, but more importantly, buy something amazing. Okay, I've got some amazing bracelets. Stacy's over here. She's got some great cigar-inspired bracelets. They are bracelets that have the cigar bands, the cigars that you smoked. Okay, cigar bands you smoked. Of course, you all know Peaches. Peaches is world famous on Instagram. She's got great apparel. We've got Cactus Beauty Bar over here. They've got great products. And if anybody buys that strawberry butter, I just want to know that strawberry is amazing. I've smelled it before somewhere. I won't say where, but that's strawberry body butter. If anybody wants to buy a gift for a young lady, that strawberry body butter is amazing. The hat man is in the corner there. If you need some hats, anybody wear hats in here? She's got some wonderful hats over there. And of course, am I all the cigars already? Have I bought? I think we've bought a whole box and a half. Do I have any cigars left? A few left. Okay. Sun grown. And the deal is buy two, get one free. Buy two, get one free. All right, good. All right. So last thing we're gonna do before we go. Everybody have a cell phone? Everybody got a cell phone? Got cell phone? Okay, here's what I want y'all to do. I want you to take a picture, take a selfie of yourself, and I want you to post it. And I want you to put on there where you were, El Jefe Cigars. I want you to put on there hashtag shop, smoke, social, right? And I want you to put a comment. Hey, I had a good time. It was fun. I had a great conversation. If you had another question, you could post that too. But most important for me is that you put the hashtag shop, smoke, social. And if you have not hit the QR code, please hit the QR code. There are more gifts behind the QR code, but I need your information. If you have not got the QR code, so I'm gonna hand this out. There's some all over the room. Here you go, QR code. There's some more up here. You have the QR code. We're collecting your information to give out more gifts. If that's not it, the fun part has just begun. I think I saw a DJ walk in. So we're gonna put on some music. I want you to go meet all these vendors. Some of you all had a lot to say. There's some education conversations need to take place over here. Phone bills need to be paid. Clearly, there's some other things from DC need to happen over here. I want to thank you all for coming out. Again, let me shout out my 4 people on the couch. Microphone over there. Microphone over there. Okay. Again, my 4 people on the couch. Name and podcast and all that. Give it to us real quick.
So I'm Kofa. You can find me on YouTube, Growth Talk Podcast. Growth stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing. Again, on YouTube, Growth Talk with Kofa. That's Kofa.
Kofa.
I am Asha Cerise on all platforms. OSHACERESE. My podcast is the Cool Weirdos Podcast. Weirdo is an acronym for while everyone is replicating, demonstrate originality. We talk about healing, self-love, self-discovery, and trending topics and relationships.
Good, good.
And then I'm also a panelist on Table Talk Thursdays podcast.
All right, Tip Talk Thursday. All right. Now, before we go, can everybody give my good friend LaRon a round of applause? Let me just tell you all, the whole time we've been here, he's been managing the Facebook page, YouTube. He's been talking. He's managing the cameras. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on. Go ahead, LaRon. Tell them about your podcast.
Broken Traditions podcast, YouTube page, and Facebook and Instagram. You can find me there. I'll meet you guys later. I'll give everybody my information before I leave.
All right, awesome. And then when you take that wonderful selfie and you put the hashtags on there, I would love for you to follow El Jefe Cigar Company. That'd be really awesome to let us know where you were. Okay? And shout out to, yes, one more surprise. So I think it would be disingenuous to bring you out here and have you out here for like 2 hours and not feed you. So there's some food for you to eat in the back. For all you guys that came out and hung out, there's some food for you to eat in the back. Okay? Some food. Obviously, there's some drinks. I'm sorry? Vegan options. I'm sure there's some napkins or something back there. We'll figure something out. All right. Last but not least, my name is Damon Phillips. I am the host of a podcast called The Thing About Us. The Thing About Us. Real people having real conversations about real relationships. I want to thank you all for allowing me to host today. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to host. It's been an honor and pleasure. If there's any more questions, any of the things you want to talk about, feel free to hit me up. I'm on Instagram.
One more thing.
Whoa.
She has a show, a podcast.
First of all, let me tell you something. Let me listen. We are not giving assists. We are not the NBA. We are not. This is enough. We know this hot firecracker here. Go ahead and tell about the show.
Thank you for including me, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I am Riley the Red Pill. I have a talk show that's on Live 365 Odyssey and iHeartRadio. Check me out on IG at Riley the Red Pill.
Are you saying Riley or
Riley?
Rowdy?
Riley.
Not Rowdy.
Well, we got one more in the back too. We got one more in the back.
Riley the Red Pill.
Yo, D-Bays, what's your show?
Rowdy. Who have in the back? Oh, I'm gonna shout. Oh yes, I forgot my guy. Okay, hold on. Cupcake guy. You, come on. And I got one more vendor who surprised me, and I want to thank him so much because I wasn't expecting that surprise. Go ahead.
I just have a podcast. It's a video podcast called Behind the Black Eye. It's about loving yourself and loving other people, no matter who they are, what they are, and what kind of exception they decide to do. I'm letting you know, just love people. It'll make a big difference in life. If they don't treat you right, then you ain't got to deal with them. That's the problem that we have. Loving people no matter where they are in their own lives is what my podcast is about, and it's called Behind the Black Eye.
All right, last but not least, if you see these white bags around the room, I told you there's a lot of surprises here. They're in the back. I can't understand that. Oh, yeah, I got you. Cakes and Treats of Atlanta. Instagram, Facebook. This is someone else's bag, but there are more bags in the back. Cakes and Treats of Atlanta. Now, he came in here yesterday to buy cigars. I told him about the event. He said, I'll be here tomorrow with something for your guests. So give him a shout out. He's a young man in an orange hat back here. He's honored for you guys. He was not supposed to be here. And they're amazing. All right. Oh, I'm gonna shout out the most important person in the whole room, standing by the door with this t-shirt on like this, Miss Ronnie. Let me tell you guys,
Ronnie.
she's instrumental in setting this up. She's been great. She's been handling everything. She's been awesome. All right, now let's get to the fun part. Now let's do some socializing and some shopping. I brought in one of the best DJs in the country to DJ for y'all. He's one of the most renowned DJs, sir. Will you just bless him a little bit? Bless him a little bit, sir. Just give him a little something. A little. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Again, I've got Hatman. I've got Cactus Beauty Bar. I've got Tatted Smoke. I've got the Smoke Collection. And I'm a diehard Smoke Collection person. I got a couple of them. I probably got more than I should, right? I got a lot. I pour. Don't worry. I pour. I drink. I pour. You drink. You pour. I drink. I got it. I got it. They're here. All right. Thank you all for coming out again. It's been great seeing all you all. A lot of good faces, a lot of friends, a lot of new friends. I think we'll do this again sometime soon. Make sure you hit that QR code so I can stay in touch with you all and let you know what's coming next. All right? Give each other a round of applause. And then wave to the camera. By the way, you guys have been online the whole time. Just want you to know. Wave to the camera. Let everybody know at home. Hey, we're signing out. Y'all gonna miss the party. We're gonna have a good time. All right. Thank you guys.